I'm posting, I'm live on Instagram. Wow. Wow, guys. Everybody, let's do some breath work. Breathe in. Hold. Breathe out. Okay, no crazy. Hey guys. I'm back. I'm back. I feel like I need a... No, this is good enough. This is a walking on song. Hey guys. Hey. Let's have... where are you? Let's have you next. Hello, Mono. Hi, Ashling. Hi, Lost Hair Ties. Hey, Anne. Cracking Street. Hey, Mikael the Goat. Hey, how are we doing? Welcome in. Everybody be nice. Hello. Welcome, welcome. Hi. Is it Lexi? LX36. Do I just call you 36? Hello. Hi, Berry. What's up? What's up? What's up? Hi. Why can't I suddenly read? Oh, my Chatterino is cut off. Hello, Pizza. Hi, Cosmos. Yo, yo, yo. OMG, I'm currently watching you while making a paper wig for a cosplay. Well, we love crafts, so that's epic. I'm in a ranked game of Fort. I hope you win. Okay. Hey, guys. OMG, Darzai. He was, like, probably one of my first closet cosplays I ever did. Fun fact. Are we ready? Okay. Sorry to cut this off short. Welcome, everybody, to the 11 minutes past 8 news. I am Smidges, and this is the headlines. I had an insanely productive day yesterday. Is it just because I was procrastinating doing the work I was supposed to be doing today that I still haven't finished? And so I planned my entire year? Yes. Is it also because I was off my medication for 3 days and then went back on it and it fueled me? Nobody's to know. Who's to say? We don't know. But what matters is I have every single DIY and craft video and regular video planned until December with a few gaps. Just in case I want to swap anything around. I've had even more ideas since then, so I can swap out ones that, you know, maybe are weaker. I might do a DIY OC merch video because everybody loves that. Like, you know, I've still got juice in me. I'm still cooking. So that's incredible. Spreadsheet done. 2 tables. I can sort by if I need materials. I can sort by, you know, what one's almost finished, so I can decide which video comes next. It's all like this, and then I color-coded my calendar. The catch is that I did, in fact, do this hyper-focused, and I forgot to eat lunch, and then I didn't actually get out of my bed because I was doing this all in my bed on my laptop for like 8 hours, and I didn't, and then I had a big dinner at 10 p.m. But baby steps, one thing at a time. You know, we're getting back into the swing of things again after being a week away. And that means that maybe we, you know, but still productive, incredible, happy is what matters. Happy is what matters. Okay, then start today. Boom. Wake up, take megs, go back to sleep for an hour, get out of bed. I'm out of bed by 9, okay? I do my makeup, I get dressed. I should have tidied my room, but I didn't, but it's fine because I did everything else. Breakfast, boom, protein, vitamins. Let's go. Start making the video. Have a minor setback, little hiccup, a bit of a wobble halfway through the day, but this is relevant. I'm not just telling you my life story. I'm working on the video. I am gonna finish it after stream, but I'm not gonna stay up too late. I'm doing it. I'm doing it. And I know you regulars might be like, yeah, but you managed to do it. And then you'd go back. But this is how we do things. This is how we do things. What matters is that we're doing it. We're living in the moment. Yes. And now I'm streaming. Oh, and... Oh no, we're fading out. Oh no, we're fading out. I have 6, count them, 6 super bundles left. And then there's nothing else. And if everything sells out by my birthday, I will not only restock magazines, but I will also restock and reprint season 1 for everyone who missed it, because people keep asking. Just saying. Thank you, Rocky! 7 months, hello. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, so why have I got 6 super bundles? Wait, actually, hold on. I can tell you. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh, I actually have... Oh, I knew this. Never mind, I thought I kind of... Just ignore everything I just said, basically. Okay. Right. Now that's done. Today's stream, we are going to be cracking the SBS ARG. Who is excited? I am. Also, come in. I tell you a secret. Come in. If you're a regular, you'll know this, okay? I was planning all of my stuff yesterday, as we know, and I've got everything sorted, and like, it's great and everything, and I cleared my to-do list of all the stuff that I needed to do. And then I refilled it with all the stuff to do until December. Right. Yeah. Normal. I haven't told Mum and Dad this yet. I'm planning on keeping it a secret. I did maybe get the itch that I want to redecorate my room again. I'm not going to move anything around because I think I am actually settled on this layout, and I know I say that every time. I know, but I do think this is the layout I like. I'm not moving anything around. Not like major furniture, but like I have a hair on my face. Like maybe the drawers, I don't know. And then I was looking at my walls and I was like, I want to retake my walls. And I want to reorganize my Luna collection. But I'm not allowed to do any of that until I get back on the wagon properly. Is there any other announcement you want to make? Okay, wait. I have a hair on my face and it's pissing me off. I need to look in the mirror. Oh. Sorry, Mono was really trying to help me out there. Let's not have this song when I'm talking about what I'm about to talk about. I was never always gonna be... Yeah. Okay. Guys, get into it. Jingle jangle. I am turning... Let's not make a comment about it. 23 on Thursday. You're all invited to my birthday party. okay? Not my actual one, obviously. I mean, I'm doing a birthday stream. I will be live for 23 hours on Thursday to Friday. It's gonna be awesome. We're gonna be hanging out. Look, I'm getting all of you. We are going to play Wii games, gamble. We're gonna do chat interactive games, okay? Yeah, those of you. Marbles, Hunger Games, saying my dog's favorite words. We are also gonna be crafting. We're gonna get. We're gonna be crafting, doing some of the DIYs for my YouTube video so I can get ahead a little bit. So we get fun craft time. You can craft along with me, but then also you'll be in the YouTube video. This is really pissing me off. Congrats, Cosmos. What else? Spider-Man. Minecraft. Etc. It's gonna be awesome. So be there. Okay, we can do the ARG now. But cover the lamp. Yes. You're gonna be getting a really fun, cool poster for it soon. I've commissioned a new artist for this one. So get excited. You're gonna see OC Smidge in a new art style. Yeah. Okay. Enough about all of that. Should we do the thing? We can start. Let's get cracking. Okay. Oh, this song is so distracting though. Okay, let's begin. Okay. Ooh. My last two streams being on this PC being presentation streams is quite funny. Okay. Hello. Everybody get cozy. Everybody ready? My mum's watching MasterChef right now. Tell me. Oh yeah, he's in. Yes, I saw clips of that. Hashtag proud. Well, as if he needs me to be proud of him, but you know what I'm saying. It's cool. He's breaking out into mainstream. Okay. So, TLDR, if you don't know, before SBS, the show where I style content creators, because it's such a long process, I also do a ARG, loose definition of the word ARG, online, to tease it and give hints about it, but it's kind of semi-set in my lore. Yes, there are Pokemon drops on for some reason, set in my OC lore universe, so it gets people that love ARGs, people who love SBS that want to know the stuff, and also, thank you for the gifted sub. What does the badge look like? And also lore heads who like OC Smidge lore. Okay, so it all started on the Smidgeathon in April of this year. These are all the clues that aren't really part of the ARG, but I want to show you anyway because I'm proud of them. And we can like go in a little bit deeper. Okay, so first off, I showed you this. So it's like a case file. So now we know this is clearly Becky, this is Austin, this is Koi, this is also Koi, this is Shan. I think that might also be Koi again. And then this is Fred. At this point, I hadn't done Iris's. So that's why Iris doesn't have a leak like this. Okay. So then you got this, and then you unlocked it without the piece of paper. Okay. It actually isn't helpful because I can't read it. I didn't bring my glasses. How am I gonna... Okay, I'm just gonna use my phone because I can't read it. Okay. So Koi's one, now we know it's Koi. Koi's one says, species human Earth, notes, are they one of the clones? That, if you know, is hinting to last season where I made the joke that Johnny and Max were like clones of each other. And, you know, because some people loop Koi into that, so that's that funny reference. Interrogation notes. Could be related to any of that Earth clone batch that came through here about a year ago. There we go. But this one seems different. Kept singing at least... I think so. Every time I tried to engage with the suspect, they would say, "Don't tell me not to live." That is referencing to Koi's favorite Glee song is Rachel Berry singing, "Don't tell me not to live, just sit and putter." There we go. And then would start mumbling to themselves all the way from Lima Heights. There we go. Funny. Ha 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 ha. So that's Koi's. And then this is Fred's one. This is really funny though, actually. Fred's one, including the pictures, you kept thinking this was Amy. And it was so interesting because whoa! Thank you, Cosmos, for another gifted. Do you get something else? Or are you just being nice? Thank you. When you were in the Discord talking about how this looks like this looks like Amy, I was like, wait, I kind of see it, actually. So, that was really funny. And also, it helped to accidentally put you, like, shake you off the scent kind of thing. Yes, so Fred's one. Human Earth notes weirdly tall, fixed ceiling height, because Fred is tall. Suspect has an interest in bugs, kept trying to show me a photo of them dressed in a beetle costume. Upon inspecting the image, does not resemble a beetle at all. Suspect may be confused. That's a reference to when Freddy dressed as a beetle, like as in like the band for Halloween. I didn't know if any of you would get that, but that's that. Okay, to be honest, a lot of these things are just that I laugh. Kept demanding for their lawyer that they had been on a comedy tour, and thus this is no way to treat an internet celebrity. On tour with Tommy Innit. I reminded them that this is the Intergalactic Federation and their Earth internet social currency does not work here. Low-key, reading these back it's quite funny. Well, not like in an arrogant way, in like a like maybe I kind of ate with this. And then this is Becky's one. These are just the backgrounds, which I find really interesting. Oh yeah, this one says 2 life forms attached because of Arnie. Suspect is highly dangerous. They have the ability to speak Earth English and bark. Heighten security immediately. Upon further interrogation, they kept mumbling to themselves, begging for their phone call to a rat. Suspect seems confused. Rats can't speak. Obviously, that's referencing Eloise and Becky, Rat, Yuri. Yep. And then this is Shan. Notes, very short, I had to. Maybe not human Earth has these large paws. Oh yeah, the shoes that Shan is wearing. The furry, shoes. Yes. Suspect refused to take out wires in ears. Headphones. Suspect presented photographic evidence as an alien, needs further processing as hair changes color in every picture. Shan changes color in the braids, you know. Also insisted on a lawyer. This is no way to treat the priestess. Bannerful reference. The TwitchCon boots. And then this is Austin. Suspect seems paranoid about winter. Okay, this is a reference to Austin's song November. Don't trust November. Get it? Get it? Suspect must have a hunger problem, kept demanding food, specifically banana bread. Another song from Austin. Okay, I kind of sped through that because that's not really the ARG, but I wanted to still, like... But November is autumn? Do you think so? Do you think winter starts in December? To me, winter starts in November. Autumn is September, October. But I know what you mean, like, when it comes to, like, the actual weather. Wow. I get what you're saying. Okay, also, if I'm gonna be that pissy about summer and the solstice, then I have to be pissy about when winter starts, which is the solstice. So, fair. Winter is 21st of December? Oof, okay. I get what you're saying, though. Okay, are we ready to... It's ARG time. This is a perfect song for it. Okay. You're being brainwashed by Christmas marketing. I love Christmas. I'm not being marketed. I just love Christmas. Okay. So, on the 25th of April, I gave you the first and only clue. See, I said this is the only one I give you. I meant on the stream, but obviously I did end up giving you hints. I think I let you have 3 and you only used 2 in the end. But that's what that meant. Okay, I'm just putting it out there. Because I'm aware I did give you more, but it was while I was live. You were only getting 1. Okay. So, you got Site Atom Tub. Right? Now, you knew... Also, we need a... Okay, sure. You then decided... Oh my god, I'm gonna think back to the other one. By the way, I'm just gonna think about... I'm only gonna mention when you got it right, or unless something is notable. I'm not gonna go through actually every single... Like, oh, you thought about this, and then this... Like, obviously, I'm just gonna... Yeah. That led you to think, I'm gonna go on the website and go to Atom Tub. But something you might not have noticed is that Site Atom Tub is an anagram of It's About Time! I think with an extra I, but I can do what I want. Thank you. But this was just gaggery. Alright, Tricky Tony? Yeah, exactly. Okay. So, you went to smidge.shop/pages/atomtub and you got this nonsense. Oh my god, I get to voice act. No, I'm not gonna voice act. I'm just gonna read it. Well, I don't know. Okay, let's see. What can I do here? Hello? Hello?
That's kind of good. That's kind of good. Okay.
Right. This is fair. Okay. So, thank you, RJ. Wait, RJ from Hit Movie Over the Hedge 2006. Welcome. Okay, so you guys went to this website and you got this. And using the same cipher as the last one, you got this. Okay. It is actually... I need to move it over, don't I? Yeah, I do. I'm just gonna do that. You can deal with it, right? You can deal with it. Oh, that's kind of ugly. Let's fix that. That's fine. I think that's fine. That's fine. Okay. Ready? Okay. Ship conversation log 91313 means nothing. Andromeda bar nearby. Ship dock true. Energy high. Life signs 1. Load entry. Those are the only, like, directions. Well, actually, let's just read it. Okay.
Ow! Fuck!
Welcome home, Smidge. The time is currently 3... Wait, I should be... Hello? Ooh, okay, that works. Is that annoying? That's annoying. Hello? Ooh. Oh, it is auto-tuned. Okay, perfect. That will work for the ship. That doesn't need anything else, I don't think. Okay. Hello? Yes! Okay, that's perfect. Right, okay. The time is currently 3:26 a.m. Would you like
Shh. Give me progress on my plan. Progress on my scan. Scan?
My fat ass, okay. I was getting to that. Scan progress is...
Whoa! Was that sass? Did I miss an update? When did we download the attitude patch? Stop interrupting. Scan is...
Smidge trips. Pilot detected. Pilot chair not in position. Seatbelt not connected. Okay, I'm not gonna do the fucking FX anymore. I'm just gonna read it. I'm gonna mansplain the directions in case it wasn't clear. Okay. So, Smidge trips over. Pilot detected. It's giving Project Hail Mary. Smidge trips and falls into the chair. But the chair is, like, skewed. And the seatbelt isn't on. Okay, maybe I don't need to mansplain. That was pretty clear. Is the ship sentient? Define sentience. Like... in the TARDIS way? No. Because the TARDIS is a living thing. But in, like, a Jarvis way... Oh, TARDIS or Jarvis? In a Jarvis way? Yes. Yeah. The Smidge's ship has never been, like, alive, but has, like... Okay, it's not AI. Yes! Kind of. So I can't bang the ship. No, but I trust me, just tried. Okay. Again? Is this a motion? How are you doing that? I don't know, Lois, I'm scared. Wait, I should... Pilot chair in position. So, Smidge is like, what? How are you doing that? Like, sits forward. Are you finished? Yeah. Scan is complete. Why didn't you just say so? Scan progress is 99% complete. I deserve that. Gets out of chair. Pilot not detected. Fridge opens. Fridge closes. Med locker opens. Med locker closes. Scan is complete. Go on. What's the damage? Faultless parts are as listed. Front screen panel, front scrub reel, play pause, on off, forward back, and stop buttons. Slight faults are as listed. Volume wheel and outside metal casing. Major faults as followed. Storage drive. So basically what you're saying is that everything is fine but the storage drives. Minor faults are as listed. Yes, okay, ignore that. I don't care about some scratches. What's wrong with the drives? They are faulty. Pilot detected. Pilot turning position. Okay, so this is I'm just gonna mansplain this whole thing. That's what this stream is. Okay. Because the ship was, like, giving emotion and Smidge got mad, the ship was like, okay, I'm gonna be back to being a robot then, fuck you. And was like, faultless part, as this is, blah, 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 blah. But what they actually mean is, like, oh, you only need to fix the drives, and so they're being, like, annoying on purpose. Hence the minor faults are as listed. What's wrong with the drives? They're faulty. And then pilot detected... Pilot chair in position. Smidge sits back down in the chair, and it's like it gives... Right? The storage drives are corrupted, and their outside casing has signs of corrosion. Damages are reversible. Compatible manufacturer found. Byte photon media. Well, great. Set course for the Nexus market. The fridge is empty anyway. You have 26 days left on your ban. Fine by me. We'll go at night then. I do not advise, and speaking of, good night. Pilot not detected. Cabin door opens. Cabin closes. End of log. Yes. Can we actually talk about how this is actually pretty good? Thank you! Thank you! Thank you, everybody! Really? Do you read it? Thank you. Okay, so this is, I'm actually going to explain all of my jokes. So this is funny because the ship says you have 26 days left on your ban. So Smidge says, oh, we'll go at night then. And then goes to sleep. Anyway, so you guys read that and went, okay, so BPM. This is actually entropy. Is it? Yeah, it is. Okay, well, BPM. Okay. And also 26. Ooh, 26. Okay. So this is funny. Yes. Okay, so then you got this. /BPM. Obviously, you guys were focusing on the receipt and everything, because that's how you figure out the next part. But this is the thing in question that Smidge was trying to fix. A little MP3 player. So here's a Canon MP3 player thingy, which is fun. So what you had to do is you added up the prices, and so it's kind of maths. Like, you had some of the things hidden, so you had to work out what could be what price. Yeah, and you did it. Oh, I included circles again. Oh, thank you, Smidge. And you got... God, my music is so aggressive, isn't it? There we go. And that gave you... 66 credits and 2 cents. Or... bytes. I haven't decided what the thingy is. Right? I also included this slide, in case anyone is curious. I do have the pieces... I do this physically, and then I scan it in. So if you want to see, this is the MP3 player thingy. The shopping list. What Smidge is looking for. Some random thing I copied off Wikipedia. All of the thingies. Yeah, that's fun. Okay, then you got this. And you chucked it into another cipher, the same one. And you got this. Ship conversation log, 91318. Triangulum Galaxy, market nearby. Ship dock true. Energy medium. Life signs 1. Load entry. Welcome home, Smidge. It is a... Can you believe they didn't have any Nova Puffs on snack packs? It is 11:42 p.m. That's a good point. Pilot detected. Pilot chair not in position. Seatbelt not connected. Scanner activated. Smidge is fucking about again. BPM storage drive detected. Would you like me to run a scan? Took the words right out of my mouth. Run it. Scan running. Multiple drives with different storage quantities detected. Calculating estimated time remaining. Yeah, there's a few. He said buy 4 and get the 5th one free. Just ask for the free one, but he... Oh, funny joke coming! Yeah, there's a few. He said buy 4 and get the 5th one free. I just asked for the free one, but he didn't laugh, so... Scan complete. Both BPM 10 drives are empty and ready for assembly. Why does the pilot chair move? It's a swivel chair. So Smidge is like moving it. It's like well, and it's not a swivel chair on wheels. Like imagine it's like on a it can move on a track. Yeah. But like there's only one position that it can safely, because you gotta think about it. This ship it's still the same Fluffle Academy ship, so it's gonna have like, I mean, they would probably have a bunch of the safeguards taken off, but like you can't physically fly unless it's in this specific position. Everything else is like for fucking about, or if it's in like drift mode, or you know usual sci-fi BS. There we go. Scan complete. Both BPM 10 drives are empty and ready for assembly. What about the BPM 8 drive? He was giving me weird vibes about it, to be honest. I have detected some residual data. Would you like me to open it? There's stuff on it! Open it! Warning, this is not advised. I cannot scan this for viruses. Opening this file is dangerous. Open it! To run as administrator, please enter your PIN. Would you like your hint? No, I'm good, thanks. I know how to count. That was your guys' hint. And it did take you a bit, which is why it was funnier. The PIN is in fact 1, 2, 3, 4. Yep. And that gave you this. File open and scan. Retrieve data. Duh. Oh, this is copied from my translation. In the actual one, it has the YouTube link in the brackets, so ignore that. Well, that's weird. Let's watch it. And that gave you this. Oh, hey, sorry. This is chock full of stuff I want to say. Okay, first point. Fluff Academy has lots of money. It's owned by the Federation. They're a protected species, so they probably pump it full of loan money. But it's not like for rich people. It's just like one of them. Okay, I've just realized though, I forgot to add in one of the most important parts of this. Oh my god. Where is it? Hold on, hold on. Talk amongst yourselves. When did you crack this? I just need you getting the YouTube video. Guys, Dad put up new lights. They're like light bulbs and they're solar powered outside the office. And they're warm. They're like orangey and they just came on. It's giving inside the TARDIS. It's so cute at night. Sorry. Anyway. La la. Hi, Rover. Maybe I should have the channel up just in case I want to remind you guys of something funny that you guys did. Where is it? Ah! Oh no. That's wrong. Yay! I found it. Okay. So here's the YouTube. Okay. Lore in this YouTube video. Boom. First of all, we have Morse code. Okay, I'm pretty sure the Morse code just says listen. I could be wrong. Okay. And has everyone... when you first listened to it, you guys... Your first reaction to it was, oh my god, this sounds really creepy and scary. Guys, this is the bridge in Hands. Yes! Yes! But it was so cool seeing... Like now you know the song, you can't unhear it. You obviously didn't know it then because you hadn't heard it yet. But back then, when you... Actually, that's not true! I played Hands on the subathon. But... I mean, it's not like you were familiar to it, so why would you put the two together? But now it's so interesting that... Like, Hands isn't scary, but this part is. Anyway. So that's the... So... We have the Morse code. We have the song being like, it's Hands, okay. Then all of these pictures are pictures from, we did say it sounded like the leak you played. Oh, did you? Okay, epic. Because I wanted you to be like, that's why I picked that one, because you got this on the subathon, and then also I played Hands on the subathon. Anyway, the pictures are all SBS photos with the person removed with this weird effect, and it's kind of creepy. But, oh, and they like fade into each other. And I know you can't tell who it is, but this was the most I had shown you. Like, full pictures just with the person missing, and I was like, oh my god, they're gonna know. Why would you? But yeah. Okay, and then if you listen to the... If you downloaded the video and put it through a spectrogram, you got this. I'm doing this in every ARG. It makes me feel so cool. Even though it's really easy, you just like put it in a generator and it solves it for you. But... this was so much fun because it feels really cool. And then you got this. Now, this was just used for illustrative purposes. Do not take this as canon. I just couldn't find another sci-fi looking window. But here we go. Yes. Realistically, I probably should have just hummed something, but I was being lazy, so I just got some random singing off Apple loops. Is this smidge it? Like, in theory it is, but ignore everything you're seeing. I just couldn't find a different picture. But yeah, that's why it says on the ship. So, you got a fun little soundscape, a little bit of lore stuff. Side note, you guys were having a bit of, trouble with this, but it's fair. I understand. But the ideas you guys came up with, I was writing that down. I was like, that's a good idea. Like, I think it was Cosmos or it was Peter saying, what if the humming is like notes and the notes spell out something? And I was like, that's such a good idea! But it was in fact Morse code. S-T-A-N-D-I-L, yeah, stand still. I can't spell. Just imagine, yeah. Maybe it was too quick, but I don't know. Yeah, and then you started counting all the dust. Maybe there was too much going on. I don't know. But also, maybe it was the perfect right amount because maybe you guys needed a really difficult one. So, I don't know. It's like, sometimes when I see you guys struggle, I'm like, no, I should make it easy. But then you were like, we got lost, but we had fun. So, I don't know. Hi, hope you have a good stream. Hi, Serena. I am. I'm feeling epic. Okay. Then that takes you to this page. This is reminiscent of the first ARG where we had a similar thing. My mullet's not really mullety, is it, right now? I make every coup like that in XSPS? Oh, I don't know if I could do that. Okay. Then this, a gag is yet to be revealed with this. Okay. So, wait, how does that get to there? Because I'm remembering the thing that you didn't... Sorry, I've got to scroll through you guys getting that now. You're still on standstill. Yeah. You got it. Yeah, almost there. Okay, hold on. Now you're talking about dust. I'm doing hot and cold. Frame by frame. Okay, awesome. Right. How do you actually get this one? Is it the same? Oh, I'm stupid. I remember. Okay. Yes, exactly. You're correct. So this one, same as last time. I wanted just to do the same thing. If you added up the numerical value of all of these words, you got 468. But what was really interesting, and more of like a fun little hint for me to put out, yeah, the point was to get to 468, but the order 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yes, this is me thinking I have 7 episodes again. No, and a 6, right? 1. Crux. C. 2. Fornax. F. 3. Boots. B. 4. Scorpius. S. 5. Indus. I. 6. Aquila. That is CFBSIA, which is the first initial of all of the guests. Coy, Fred, Becky, Shan, Iris, Austin. Booyah! Thank you, Owen, for the follow. So that was really fun. And I don't think anyone noticed, but maybe no one said it because they thought it was obvious and didn't think to notice it. So, but I want to point out anyway because I was like, that's fun. That's a fun little thing that I did. Okay, and obviously this is also the Andromeda Galaxy. Yeah. Okay. Then that takes you to this page, which is yet another Smidge's Pockets kind of thing, just a bunch of notes. I made sure to tell you guys ahead of time that I was never going to make you do anything really difficult maths, because last ARG, Hiccup managed to find out the gravity of a planet in theory, and I was like, you did not need to do that. So the whale is really obvious. It's like sometimes I give you this, and then sometimes I give you this, because... Right, so far, you know, we've had whale, BPM, yeah, okay. And that takes you to this. Wait. Okay. It's law. Okay. Journal entry number 1. I just want to remind you guys that if this is sad or cringe, this is journal entry number 1, okay? Smidge is a baby. No, this is probably like 12. Maybe 13. No, that's not true, actually. Because 13 is when they left. So it was like 12 or something, right? So, yes, you're going to be cringe at 12. Okay. Hi. Why am I saying hello to a book? This is so stupid. Let's try this again. Professor... Whoa. Professor said to try journaling. I said it sounds stupid, and then I remembered every intelligent mind has a legacy and a memoir. So I've got to start it early. A lot of things piss me off today, so I really don't know. Like, this is giving burn book. A lot of stuff pissed me off today, so I really don't know where to start. First of all, this bitch like, I don't know where to start, and then immediately starts. First of all, this bitch tried telling me to now wasn't... Me at Smidge. Don't call them bitches, bro. This bitch tried telling me that to now wasn't a word. Don't piss me off. Just because you landed on some weird planet of the weirdos isn't my fault. It makes perfect sense. Not today or tomorrow. To now. Ugh. Now I'm too angry to carry on. How is this supposed to help? This is so dumb. And, like, the change in handwriting, is giving, like, they went away and came back. What else? Oh, we named our band today, and we had a party in the dorm. I said it didn't... I just said it didn't count as a party or a band, as there was no musical instruments or coloured lights present. But whatever, it was fun. There was some people there I didn't like, but... I can't read from here. There we go. But whatever, it was fun. There was some people there I didn't like, but Belle had to remind me that I don't like most people. Okay, the page is full now, so is it over? I'm done here. We have a name, guys. We have one of the names. But of course, to now is what takes you to the next page. Okay. Now, this is what you got shown. I am gonna actually show you the full pages, but you got this. Okay. Also, I really love the characterization of, yeah, Smidge is an angry child. Hey, I've got to project that somewhere. But also the part that isn't me. I do love the snarky, like, actually, like, that comes with being stupidly clever. Like, we named our, like, trying to be a normal person, and you're doing so well. Oh, we named our band today, and we had a party in the dorm, and it's like they catch themselves being, like, happy for once, and they're like, but it wasn't even a real party, and it's not even a real band, because there was no musical instruments, and there wasn't even lights, so, and you're like, oh, jeez. Oh, I've just realized something. So, I've just realized that I've created an avoidant character. And though I hate those. Sure. No, I'm serious. Oh, we don't need to start the avoidant debate. Like, it actually gets heated for me. I can't do that, and it gets really personal. No offense to any attachment style. It's what you do with it. You know, I'm not saying any of them are better than the other, but there are traits in avoidant people that I really don't like. Oh my god, wait! To be honest, well, no, because I like Susie, and Smidge in the academy was kind of awful, but awful in like a younger sibling way where you still want the best for them. But like, but everyone could see that Susie had, like, everyone had hope for Susie. Everyone believed in Susie. You don't believe in Smidge at first because they're just mean and narcissistic. Anyway, that got you to this. And before we go into the next one, which actually, this is the one page you didn't unlock, but it didn't really matter, so it is fine. But here are the pages separated. Okay. Journal number whatever. Okay, wait, I just want to say, actually, before I read these, I have made a minor lapse in my judgment. You guys pointed out this sounds much worse than I intended. I'm not gonna beat around the bush, okay? This is about Smidge deciding to leave school, not anything else. It does actually sound so much worse, and I didn't realize. So I'm just letting you know, okay? Smidge was crazy enough to leave and not... Smidge's pizza is in fact not here. Smidge was trying to go and get the pizza. No, Smidge was just trying to leave, okay? I'm doing it, I'm leaving, I have a plan, and like, it's not a metaphor. I'm doing it, I'm leaving, I have a plan, and I'm already packed. I don't care. I'm writing this on the in the control room of the flight deck. I can see all the ships ready for the exam tomorrow, and okay, I actually have a vision for this, so I'll read this and then describe the scene. I can see all the ships ready for the exam tomorrow, and I'll be first, so that will show them. This is so stupid. I'll be gone tomorrow. I'll be gone tomorrow. I'll see. This was just so that you guys would know to write gone tomorrow. I didn't realize it would sound so bad. I'll see the stars. It will be over. Oh, it really does sound bad. Smidge, I don't know what I was thinking. I don't know. I'll go on to bigger... See, every time it sounds worrying, it then says, I'll go on to bigger, better, brighter things. Yeah, because they're actually talking about leaving. It will be gone tomorrow. I'll never let this happen again. Let people drag me down again. Hold me back again. This is so stupid. I'll be gone tomorrow. Bye. What does it say? Oh, by book. And then I crossed it out. Well, I guess I did. I crossed it out and wrote everyone. And then we have on this page, which is actually covered up, but you get most of the names. This is the group. We have Kedis, Alien, Belita, is that right? Beltix. I can't read my own writing. I was gonna say Belita does not sound right. Belita sounds like Melita, like my friend Mel. Okay, no. Kedis, Alien, Beltix, Bell for short. Why does Beltix get a nickname? Who is Bell? Xena, is that Odai? I can't remember. I think so. Something like that? Yeah. And Smidge. Now, I'm just gonna say, these are canon until stated otherwise. This was made for the ARG. I'm kind of happy with the names, but if on another lore stream we retcon and come up with something better, that is... Like, I'm like 99% sure I'm happy with these, but also I'm a bit of a perfectionist, and coming up with names that don't sound like just that are jumbled letters, it's gonna sound weird regardless. But I'm just saying, like, I'm 99% sure these are the kind of names. Okay, anyway. And the band is Entropy, right? A little juvenile, maybe, but Belle says we are. I said don't group me in with that. We. She says we are a band, we are a group. I'm still not sure how I feel. I think I'm happy, but it's cropped out. Cropped out. What did I say? Our band is pretty sick, though. It's crazy I found 4 people I like. Final page. Why do I lie? This is so stupid. I am happy. I've stuck around. They've stuck around. I'm happy. Listen, I'm not emo or some weird freak. It's not a new occurrence. I get happy often, and I could definitely be super popular if I wanted. I mean, I kind of am, just not in that shallow, superficial way that Zels and his troupe are. They probably can't even count. Whatever. My point is, everyone knows who I am, and yet I picked my friends and I like them. They also think I'm awesome, but that's a given. What was I saying? I'm happy, and while I'm just saying stuff, I'm also scared. I think I trust them, not in a stupid way. The probability of them betraying me is low. Bye, book! There we go. Smidge is gonna assign his coursework at the end of stream. There's 5 people. Which one does Smidge not like? Kedis, Alien, Bertix, Xena. Oh. I didn't think of that. Maybe Smidge doesn't like one of them. I don't know at this point. IRL Smidge can't count. Welcome, Brownie. Hi. 12-year-old Smidge. I'm not emo. Loud, incorrect buzzer. I know, right? Okay, now we're gonna pick it apart, and then I'm gonna tell you the scene. Okay? Is this fun? I'm having fun. Okay, so, this part is, I'm leaving. Fuck this. I hate everything. Blah, blah, blah. So this is the last thing written before they left. This is written prior, obviously. I probably should have put them the other way around so that was not confusing. Okay, let's start here then. Okay, so journal entry number 1 versus journal entry number 72. Okay, I don't know how much time has passed. It just says 72 because I wanted to show that the amount of journal entries have passed. But whether this was put in on day 1 or I don't know. You get the idea. This is the day that they settled on the band name and everyone signs. Hence, I tried to put different handwriting. And then Smidge personally writes, I really like this quote. A little juvenile, maybe, but Belle says we are. I think this is a very interesting characterization of Smidge because, like, oh, this is really childish. Well, you are a child. Did you know that? Did you know that it's okay to be a child? You are a kid in school. Of course you're gonna have a friend group and make a stupid band. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter that nothing matters. That means everything does. Okay? Like, don't piss me off. But that's IRL Smidge thinking. Like, obviously it's not pissing me off. It's, do you know what I mean? If you do, I would love to. I would love to. I would love to read it. Also, sidebar, on my to-do list, it does say to read everyone's lore stuff so far, or at least most of it. I haven't forgotten. Because my only A star was in English. So, I love analysis just does not sound like. Anyway, she says that we are a band, we are a group. Again, with the correcting. I'm still not sure how I feel. This is a lie. Our band is pretty sick though. Oh wait, I will say, actually, this has just made me think. I just want to write about these new characters, more FL Cosmos to me. Until I've fully fleshed them out more, I think I'm gonna say that the Academy era and the band, like the entropy group, are out of bounds until I've fully fleshed them out. Because, 1, I'm worried that what you write will influence me and I want it to come from me. And then 2, like, I feel like I want to introduce them a bit more first, but I feel like that makes sense and you probably wouldn't write about them until you know more about them anyway. When it comes to the Academy era being written about, it's a similar thing, but you can write about your character in the Academy because who's to say the experience could be different. But just I would say I would say not be wary about it, but the Smidge's verse and you guys being in the fluffle means that everything that you guys write about and do in your characters is canon. That's the gimmick of this, right? But when it comes to academy stuff, it's more bordering on fanfiction because I haven't finished it yet. So what if we both have different ideas about it, and then obviously then what I would say would be canon. Then it's kind of like writing something about a show that isn't finished yet, and so like something that you write might not end up being completely accurate, but it doesn't matter because you can still write whatever you want. My character wasn't in the academy, so they would be adults. Okay, perfect. But yeah, I would say it's just the entropy group are out of bounds until I develop them a little bit more. But we'll probably do that together on a stream anyway. So, Mono is a very biased narrator, so anything they said about the academy should be taken with a pinch of salt. Perfect. Perfect. Light wash of... I can say whatever I want and it might not mean anything, but it might mean something. Love that. I think it's really interesting that Smidge is still doing diary entries and to a certain point not attaching enough hatred. Ooh. To a certain point, not attaching enough hatred enough to it to be able to let their friends sign in. Wait, what do you mean? Oh, wait. Wait. Wait, explain that a little bit more before I get confused. That's fair, no worries. Yes, yes, yes. Hi, Plumes. Okay, so I was talking about this line. I really like that line. She says that, oh yeah, this part I got up to. I'm still not sure how I feel. That's a lie. I think I'm happy. Crosses that out. Our band is pretty sick though. See, it goes from, she says we are a band. We are a group. I'm not sure how I feel. I think I'm happy. Crosses that out. Isn't happy with this staying there, but does kind of go back and say, and does call it a band in the end. So that's kind of like, that's the baby step. Our band is pretty sick though. It's crazy. I found 4 people I like. Edgy 12-year-old wanting to still sound like, it's crazy that I even like 4 people. Smidge likes, well, actually, I think that might actually be true, but because they don't want to like people, not because they're one of those people that doesn't like people. I don't get people. I think they don't want to. So it's like a half truth. Why do I lie? Well, okay. I've been told. This is so stupid. This is, okay, OC Smidge saying this is so stupid is the IRL Smidge version of this is pissing me off. I'm happy I've stuck around and they've stuck around. Remember that. That's going to be important. I'm not emo or some, you know, saying I'm happy again. Okay, look, this is the important part, okay? People who don't like people are hypocrites because OMG friendly fire. Exactly. And at this point, Smidge is one massive walking hypocrite. This is so stupid. I'm happy. I've stuck around and they've stuck around. I am happy. And then it goes, it's like, I am happy. Listen, I'm not emo or some weird freak. It's not like a new occurrence. I get happy often. And I could, oh, this is the important bit as well. I get happy often, like, just cross it out. And I could definitely be super popular if I wanted. I mean, I can't read. I could definitely be super happy if I wanted. I mean, I kind of am. I just not in that shallow, superficial way that Zelzin is Trooper. They probably can't even count. Whatever. Like, getting distracted on a cycle of, oh, yeah, well, fuck these guys. I don't even care. Whatever. You know? They probably can't even count whatever. My point is, everyone knows who I am, and yet I picked my friends, and I like them. Like, they're some kind, like they've been chosen by God that I've let, I'm saying I as if I'm Smidge, let these people be my friends. When actually, if you just tried, what is happening? Okay, that was funny. I could be probably voiced such a cunt in secondary school event. Is it? I did not feel that way. But I guess, yes, it is canon for... This is not a unique experience. I get, yes, I've pulled from that. Yeah. Okay. Oh, yeah. I picked my friends, and I like them. So, this is, So, I picked my friends, and I like them. This is Smidge saying, sorry, alarm. Smidge has just said that they like somebody, so they have to cover it up by saying, and they also think I'm awesome, but that's like a given. And then this is, again, this is Journal 72. Smidge is still getting the hang of this thing about how no one is reading this. Well, I am. There's no need for performance. You're supposed to talk about how you feel. And so Smidge reverts back to the, well, they think I'm awesome, but that's a given. And then they go, what was I saying? Like, they come back in and they're like, anyway. Yeah, no, I was saying something else that was actually of value before. Oh yeah, I'm happy. And while I'm just saying stuff, oh, yeah, okay, yeah, I'm also scared, okay, I think I trust them, okay, wait! Character development! Then we backpedal a little bit, not in a stupid way, it's just the probability of them betraying me is low. So you're using statistics and like maths to explain why it is not a poor decision to trust somebody. But the unfortunate, yes, the unfortunate thing, I love that. Plumes, that's a brilliant, yep. Unfortunately, although you wish that they could just trust somebody, them saying the probability of them betraying is low, well, now we know that they do. Ooh. Awkward moment. When the unhealthy habit gets reinforced. Ooh. Hello, what are you doing? I am going through my ARG, which I did earlier this year. And it's got a little bit of lore in it, so if you're interested, that's what we're chatting about. OC Smidge watches, actually, and takes notes. Yes. Which is really funny, Mono, that you say they're so autistic, because I literally was talking about statistical probability to calm my anxiety earlier. So that's, you've just read both of us. But anyway, so those were the notes that you could see here. Now, if you typed in "gone tomorrow," you got the locked trunk. You guys never actually found this, but it doesn't matter, really. You guys went straight from, oh, locker 126. The BPM of the song BPM is 126. And the series was released on the 26th of June. That's fun, you know. Anyway, and if you typed in 126, you got it unlocked. Okay, we have Smidge's Fluffle certificate. A note. This is actually a note that Iris gave me when we were in the same office, and I thought, oh, that was in my journal, so I was like, oh, I'll just chuck it in. Was that the fucking FNAF 4 box? I don't think so, but it might be. And then, do you remember? I've stuck around, and they've stuck around. This note says, thank you for keeping me around. And Smidge says, of course, someone has to. This is important. It's not actually in this ARG, but it references the rough idea I have about the breakup, fallout of their group. And it's one of those things where I've like planted the agony, the angst even, where like, oh, you stuck around, I've stuck around. It's kind of poor, lazy, cliche writing, but I can do what I want, and I'm self-aware of that. It's fine. And so, like, the thing that they used to say to each other, it's gonna be like, in the heat of the moment, the person is, they're arguing, and she's like, Probably Smidge says, I can't remember what I wrote. It's like Smidge gets heated and is like, I can't believe I kept you around or something. The Pete and Ned handshake, no, very much the opposite. In the heat of the moment, the argument, the thing that breaks them up is Smidge turns the thing they always say to each other that's like good and it's like into like a fuck you. Yeah, what is this auto mod? Who's gonna write the young Smidge fluff angst coming of age fanfic? Well, yeah, hey, be the change you want to see in the world. Yeah. I feel like you guys still need a little bit more context, but to be honest, people write beautiful fics about side characters that have no substance. The entire character that is Pyronica from Gravity Falls is all fanon, for the most part. So, I volunteer! I would love to read whatever. Right, you said something interesting. Wait until Smidge realizes that constantly keeping tabs on their friends to track their behavior and likelihood to betray them is in fact not trusting them. That is beautiful. I know you hate the great. Yes, okay, this is a good example. This is true. This is true. No, I'm not going to argue with you there. You're correct. Constantly keeping tabs on their friends to track their behavior and likelihood to betray them is in fact not trusting them. Interesting. That is true. I didn't think about that though. I was writing like autistic pattern recognition, which I guess it kind of is. But that is... Wait, how interesting is this? Wait, guys. Okay, POV. I'm writing a character and I want to portray them in a certain way, so I write as them, and I'm kind of like in character when I'm writing, and someone else analyzes it and makes deductions of their character from that. They're not what I implied or intended, but they are correct because that was them writing. This is probably the most bizarre way to develop an OC. That's what writing does. No, I know, but like, I'm not a writer. Like, I know I should be nice to myself. I am writing, sure, but I'm not a writer, right? I don't know how to convey story, like, properly. But what I do have is a character in my brain that I know so well, so I can write as them, and then you guys can just tell me who they are. Let's not read into that. You're conveying this story very effectively. Oh, I think maybe I'm... Oh, maybe I'm doing black and white thinking, and I'm thinking a story is once upon a time, and I write a book about a character. I couldn't write a book about Smidge, but I can write... I read that message so wrong. I think what I mean is, like, I can write little bits, and I can write character work. As a writer, I'm telling you whatever you're doing is working. Yay! The stream where everyone's nice to me and compliments me! I mean, thanks, guys. Thanks. Shit, I'm slipping. Okay, let's get back to this. Okay. I do want to go back to something. Fuck you. Thank you. I do want to go back to something, though. Oh, what was it I wanted to go back to? Oh, yes. This scene, I forgot to mention it. This scene, so when they argue, Smidge storms off, and everyone else gives them space, because that's like, this is kind of like a usual thing, but this time it was a bit different. But Smidge, anger issues, you know, you just gotta give them space, and you know, whatever. But this time it's different. They storm off, they pack their bags, they go to the flight deck. Oh my god, I remember. Okay, wait. Okay. Okay. While they're storming off, to their room, they hear over the tannoy, like, can the graduating class of blah 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 remember to get an early night, blah blah blah, like over the dorms there's a it's like a reminder for the seniors to get ready for their flight exam tomorrow. And Smidge has a genius idea. I need to leave. There is no physical way for me to leave unless I like steal a ship. But I can't fly it without the like I need the oh no. It's not like necessarily they can't fly it without a license. What I decided that works better is the when we were first coming up with the character, remember I disagreed with the fact that Smidge would drop out. Smidge is in fact a mix of all of the above. Smidge would never drop out because they are way too much of a narcissist, a completionist, perfectionist, all of the above. Like they have to have that piece of paper that proves that they are the smartest person in the room. So it wasn't just I'm leaving, it was I'm leaving because I am going to forge papers, I am going to sit my exam 5 years early so that they can leave. Now, you have to really suspend belief for this one and imagine that Smidge can pass for that age. Enough of that. So that's where they get the bright idea to do that. And so they are writing this journal entry in, which by the way is so funny because you were at first saying that writing journal entries is, like, I know it's actually just a literary device, I guess, narrative for the bit. But the concept of Smidge being like, I fucking hate journals, but they care enough to get the journal out in the middle of like planning their escape to write down what they're doing. Like, you're still trying to regulate emotion through journaling. Like, clearly the therapy that they've given you has worked. That's really funny. Like, obviously it's still like, I hate everything, I'm leaving. Like, obviously it's still emotional, but like the concept of them being like, I'm gonna leave. You know? So then that's this like, I'm imagining like observation platform bit above with windows, and they're looking down at them at like there's someone with a clipboard like going past and checking all of the ships ready for the exam tomorrow, you know, and they're like hiding underneath a desk writing this angrily, and they're ready to like hide out in a cupboard or something, and they're gonna hack into the computer to forge paper, you know. They're a little bit of everything all run into one. Little bit of everything all run into one. Alternatively, the Academy doesn't give a fuck enough to stop them. Yeah, I think so. Maybe? It's whether or not we can believe, because if Smidge effectively gets away with the Academy doing everything they can, that implies that maybe that buffs Smidge too much at that age and doesn't leave enough room for development to become even smarter. Like, if they can outsmart that, if they're already that clever at that, like, do you know what I'm saying? So maybe that would make more sense, because then that would imply that the Academy couldn't stop, like, the Federation couldn't stop them at 13 or 14, and I feel like that's a little bit too OP. So maybe you're right. Maybe oh my god, wait, that's so much better. Oh my god. Smidge thinking they outsmarted everyone at 14. And at some point, wait, I'm cooking. At some point, this is also another trope, I don't care. At some point, they reconnect, or at some point in the future, there's some big bad, or a boss, maybe the leader of the Federation. I don't know. At some point, there's a scene where they get told that it's like that cliche, oh, you thought you escaped? No, we let you go. We needed someone to chase. Like, we needed someone to be the face of, like, what not to do. We needed someone for the wanted posters. Like, we needed a reason to control everyone. And you thought that, wait, fuck. You thought that you were going against everything and, like, starting the rebellion, when actually you were the reason why we were able to control everyone so much, because there was someone on the loose or something. And that I feel like it would really be good if that realization came like in that one moment, and it was like at like much later on, like maybe not even a teenager anymore. I don't know, maybe 18 would make sense, because maybe they should be still a little bit immature. And hopefully 20-something Smidge is a little bit more well-rounded. Especially with season 4, you can tell with the 2 parts more kind of coming together. Anyway, it's that moment of like maybe they're like kneeling and they've got like handcuffs, or the big bad, whoever it is like saying this bit, and it's that moment of like everything suddenly clicks, and it's like, oh. And that would kind of be a really good, like, season reset. Like, you know when a character does so much development that at some point they kind of need to go back a bit to... Or else they can't just keep getting better and better. Like, maybe they need... Maybe that's a good fallback. And then it's like them being like, damn, like, I'm actually not even smart at all, and I'm awful, and, like, I'm the worst person ever. Hey! I can never be redeemed. I can never be forgiven. I can never speak to my foster parents ever again because I'm the worst person ever, and I'm back to thinking I'm evil, even though you're not evil, you're just a teenager. Wow, this is incredible. Something like that. I also get Arcane style character archetypes from OC Smidge as well. I bet Smidge likes Arcane and it is yes, 100%. The main inspiration for Ajax was Vander. There we go. They wanted to have their moment. Is the academy on the taxpayer or the paid? Oh, taxpayer. Federation owned. Yep. Smidge rolled a nat 20 and convinced the academy that they were supposed to be there because they were advanced in doing it earlier. Yeah. Cooking. Have you watched Pneumonia? That's not how you say that. Pneumonia is in fact a disease. No, but it's going on my list. I've physically started writing a list because I keep saying yes to things. Smidge is government propaganda. I think that would be a really fun twist. I know, again, I don't mean to keep... I'm not being self-deprecating, but I just want to make sure that everybody is... I mean, oh, fuck. Smidge, it's okay. I know I'm not reinventing the wheel. And I know it's... Excuse for mass surveillance! That is good. That's good. I like that. I like that. Yes. Very tropey, but the whole thing is, and that's why it's beautiful. I'm realizing I've kind of been picturing the Federation as the Horde from She-Ra. Ooh, I like that. I like that. For me, honestly, a lot of the visuals are a mix of She-Ra, Voltron, Doctor Who, Arcane. Like, it's all... Anything that I'm referencing that is, like, that is in there somehow. Portal... You thought this was an ARG stream? No, this is OC Smidge lore building. Yes. Then we get 27-year-old Smidge who's more battle-worn. Well, I've got to get to 27 first, but yes. Maybe that's my future. Not battle-worn. Obviously. The opposite. Because we run parallel. Anyway. OC Smidge is just like a parallel... let's not say parallel. Well, yes, parallel. I've just said that. Parallel universe Smidge. Alternate reality Smidge. Where all of this is true. But we're the same age, currently. I don't know why that's how it works, but it is. How much feasible control do you have over the Smidge, how much feasible control do you... Or do you mean, do you think the Federation has over the world? World as in that universe? I'm gonna go ahead and say, like, a pretty large percentage. But let's not say 100% because they still need to be working at something. So maybe they're still trying to help the cosmos colonize everyone else. You know, well, not really. I guess is it? Like, it's kind of proposed as like the EU but for the galaxy, but not in like a we should all have the same rules way, in like a I would like to control you all. Well, not really. Yeah, well, it is. No, it's proposed like it's not control and more like we can help just oversee everything. Like, there are definitely some, like, the general consensus is that the Federation is good. which is funny because I know they come across quite sinister, but that's, I guess, you know. Never feel bad about being unoriginal. I've had fully successful authors tell me to my face to steal ideas when I'm writing. This is true. And also, some of my favorite shows are built on tropes. Who is my own ARG and why they're hey, Plumes, that's a good joke. OC Cosmo's like that too. They don't help me. This too is the Horde. Oh, is it? I can't remember from what. Yeah. The Old Republic from Star Wars? Yes. It's like a mix. To be honest, it's kind of, again, tropey. It's like, it's called the Federation, and I could get away with it because there's a Federation in like every single sci-fi show ever. So, it is like all of those combined. Again, it's the answer for everything. But anyway, let's continue. Here is a better look at everything in the thing. Cute, cute, cute. This is actually scanned Polaroids of the last Halloween party with T4, but obviously I blurred out the faces because this is supposed to be my friends and I can't draw anyone, so I just did this. So you gotta imagine it's the Academy stuff. And it's got little doodles, Outbound Entropy, Cosmic Sand, the drink. Oh wait, underage drinking? Oh, whatever. Yes. How are you today? I am good. Me and Cosmos and I were literally talking about this the other day. We as a community have all unanimously decided the Federation is evil because we're all anti-authoritarian, but the general public isn't, so they wouldn't think the Federation is bad. Yeah, they would genuinely think, like, oh no, they're just keeping an eye out. Like, oh, thank God they've got an eye around every corner. What would we do without them? You know, it's like, and also I want it to, I think I want it to be I don't want everyone who likes them to then be stupid because they don't think that they're creepy. I want them to just be, they're just innocent average people who are falling for propaganda. Like, I don't want the fault to then be on the person. It's, they're evil, but only those in the know can tell. Like, for the most part, they still do good stuff. But deep down, like, one of them. Because then, if it's like, you can't tell these people are evil, then you're an idiot. You know, I don't want that to be the characterization of everyone else. Wait, and the therapy could be overlooked, so the Academy knows a smidge is loose. Is a loose cannon and ready to escape, so when it happens, the Academy acts will chill. Yeah! This is true. Maybe the therapy was just a smaller version of the surveillance and keeping an eye on Smidge, and like maybe they knew that this was gonna happen. Like, I don't know, maybe no, I don't think they would egg on the argument. I think maybe they wanted to like maybe they thought that Smidge would steal a ship or leave like properly, but maybe they thought that they would just be chasing Smidge and waiting for the time that they do break a law to then continue the plan. And I guess, like, Smidge did it early. Like, jump-started it. Like, there was still some element of surprise, but they still let them get away with it. Something like that. If Mono's introduction to the Academy wasn't so traumatic, they probably wouldn't be anti-Federation. Yes, probably. Yeah, and I feel like a lot of the Fluffle also, unless they had a bad experience at school, would think positively about them, because the teachers there genuinely do care, and it's like a higher up situation. They probably have like subsidiaries that do good and charity work, and like the Academy is like a genuinely like borderline perfect place for them. What if they released evil people to create a demand for high security as an environment? Yes, something like that, basically. Or they thought, like, maybe they were testing this idea, and they were like, well, we've got this troublemaker-ish I don't know. It's not exactly. Yes. Okay. And then you typed in entropy. And you got this, another version of Smidge's Pockets. Now let's go through this. This is, in fact, the beer tier list. We have Smidge creating a secret code after playing Noughts and Crosses drunk. We have... Oh, this Smidge made a business card because they don't have one. And maybe this is when they decided, actually, I will deliver stuff because I need money. Oh, I'm going to read all of these properly when I go to the next slide. This is, in fact, Smidge shipping the two bartenders together and drawing Ajax kissing whoever the fuck. Wrappers, paper. Your time is up. Pay your tab. Now we know that the next one is up. But here we go. We have the tier list. Freaking Alvan's dry mouth. Okay. This is the business card. Smidge delivery personnel and sometimes mercenary. This is my business card. Ship contact ID. And then it has the ship ID number. Yes, sure. This is... Oh, you're hot and you're cold, you're yes and you're no. He's so ugly. Okay, for this one, it was supposed to be drunk notes. Okay, the idea here, like, I know it seems like, is this canonizing that Smidge carries post-it notes everywhere? Yes. Because this is the OC Smidge version of me writing notes in my phone drunk at the club. I had to put that in there somehow. So I told T4, my friends, send me some drunk notes that you've left for yourself, and I want to put them in here. So, you're hot and you're cold, yes, you know, reference. Hot and cold. He's so ugly is a note that Iris wrote in their notes app. Drunk, funny. Independent eggs be like, I crack myself up. That's from my notes app. Slizzard, sexy lizard. I think that's Sorsha. This one is a note to Ajax. I, Smidge, promise you, Ajax, to pay my tab. Signed, Smidge. This is legally binding. And then it's them kissing again. There we go. Okay. I like the idea that Smidge carries post-it notes to take notes of people's behavior. That is funny, and that's giving the 12th Doctor having cue cards on how to empathize with people. Maybe they assumed Smidge wouldn't really... By the way, I am enjoying the FL Smidge being used for me as well. I'm obviously still used to saying OC, and I probably still will. But if you guys want to use FL because you use FL Mono and FL whatever, that makes sense. We can... Like upvoting this. Maybe they assumed Smidge wouldn't really make it that far, considering they were a child going out into the unknown alone. So they were content to just let them be a warning story. Look, it's dangerous out there. You need to stick with us. Something like that. Wait, I kind of do like that. Okay, okay. FL Studio Smidge. Wait. True. Wait, that will never happen. But yes, I like that. Okay. Building on this. Let's say they expected Smidge to die and wanted to use them as an example. Someone bursts into the door. Boss! The child survived. What? We have a whole plan. It's like, what are we gonna do? And you go, no, the plan continues. And then what we said before still happens. Like, we just gotta wait. Oh, and it's like, we just gotta wait. They're doomed to fail eventually or act up eventually, whatever. Showing that they never actually believed. They thought that Smidge was gonna be a failure. And then it's like, but that's heartwarming knowing, like, I think that's a nice arc because we know that Smidge actually ends up proving them wrong. They still do, wrong things, but they get there eventually. Like, I like that. But they still end up using them as an example because they... Wait, this is the LeBron gif? Anyone? Yes. Following, we let people think they died. Ooh. Smidge's friends think they died! Oh my god! Wait! Wait! Okay. They hold a funeral! See? This is an example. Okay, I'm actually building off of all of you. Survivors. Okay. I'm building off of all of you. Plume saying the... What the fuck did you say? They use them as an example for mass surveillance. All this stuff. Okay. Yes. Okay. So, they don't die. They never thought they would, and they don't find out until later that they, like... Let's say they're like, oh my god, okay. So, again, this is kind of, stop saying that. Okay, right. So, wow, Here Today is currently playing. Okay, so, the Federation, the Academy, make everyone believe Smidge died to make an example out of them. They hold an assembly. It's really sad. It's angsty. All of their friends are like, oh my god. They make an effort to show that, like, it was dangerous and they died. Not that they went to get their pizza, because that wouldn't have the same amount of controlling effect. Like, it would be that the outside is dangerous. You must stay here until 18 years old. Right? Okay, that works narratively. And then they have a funeral and whatever, okay? Let's say, I want to say, maybe not a few weeks, a few months, maybe a year. I think maybe that's 2 years. Somewhere between a few months to almost a year, but a year is really pushing it. Smidge, either somehow goes back, that's risky, hacks into the cameras that they've then put up to increase mass surveillance, more likely, and sees everyone having fun and getting on better without them. If you actually died, you would want your friends to move on and be happy, okay? Oh, wait, kind of, yeah. Okay. And so, this is Smidge still immature, still baby. It's like, oh my god, you do so much better without me. You don't even need me. Like, I'm a failure. I'm fucking awful. I should have just died. Like, whatever. I'm not going back. And they properly sabotage. Entropy group, none the wiser. They still think their friend is dead, whatever. And, Smidge doesn't know that they think that he's dead. Smidge just thinks, oh my god, they actually fucking hate me. I left and they're happy now. But it's because they had to move on. If they actually just left and was sad, then they would still be sad. You follow me? Yes, okay. And so they're like, I'm severing ties. Fucking whoa. Okay. Then, that then takes us to the nomadic era. That I think that properly sets up the characterization for nomadic era Smidge scrap right, because they're more likely to lean into the, oh yes, I like that, yes, that kind of realm of, yes, yeah, and then that leads in perfectly with the nomadic era and like the kind of morally grey but more not so good as a response, and then they mature and grow up, and yeah. So what's the worst crime Night Smidge would do? Smidge has definitely killed people, hence the mercenary title, but they would they would have reasons or like lines. It's giving okay, so it's not Spider-Man Daredevil, it's okay, it's not Spider-Man Daredevil, it is Bullseye Yelena, it's not the Punisher. Like, the Punisher's too far at that era. And, like, the point is, Smidge has to go somewhere really, really dark for them to then come back. So, in the era we're talking about, they definitely did that kind of thing. And I think this era has to be quite long because we can't have a 14-year-old actually going around killing people. You know? You're not Poindexter either. Wait, but I just... okay, yes, in the sense that Smidge isn't a psychopath, but in the sense that he does kill people because he thinks that they deserve it. Morally, Grey would kill people. Yeah, yes. Morally, not. There's several shades of Grey. But the reformed Smidge would obviously be like... Well, actually, I don't know if we should reform them that much. They should have that kind of level of... Yeah. Smidge should stay in this... Okay. There we go. Using Yelena and Bucky as a scale to how redeemed they can get. That's as far as they can get. They would never get to... They should never get to the... My real life philosophy is you shouldn't choose when... You don't... Us as people don't get to choose when people live or die. Yeah, right. Yes, that is where... That's the realm that they should stay in. And let's not have the debate about the death penalty on stream. But that's not where it was going. I just want to nip that in the bud, in case. And it brings so many opportunities to Smidge finding out the Academy Federation fake their death. Yes! Yes, that is true. That is something else to explore when that can happen. Is Smidge still a delivery bunny, or have we moved on from that? No, they still are. And at first, they definitely rejected it as, like, a response to rejecting everything Fluffle. Covering the ears, like, wearing the thingy, being, like, nomadic Smidge, night Smidge, like, whatever. Mercenary. But then they realized... It's like, I'm still keeping the characterization of they realize, okay, but I am a really good pilot, and I'm really quick. Like, I am trained in this. I am kind of good at this, and I could just go freelance and make more money because Smidge needs more money for more gambling. So they end up doing both, and that's... Wait, Peter Parker, Spider-Man on both. That's the kind of... That's the little baby step push into... Maybe I don't need to reject everything, and maybe I can just... Maybe I can be, like... I don't have to live up to everything that was pushed onto me, but if I do like some of the stuff that was there, then that's fine. I can just do it my way. Nah, I'm gonna do my own thing, right? Yeah. We following? Terrifying concept, letting a 14-year-old decide who's to live. Yes, exactly. Yeah. You gotta see the darkness before you appreciate the light. Exactly. Smidge is so Luke Skywalker. Really fun. Spider-Verse mentioned. Everything mentioned. I love what we've done with the place, guys. Okay, then you type in up and you got this gift voucher, and you guys pretty much immediately went, wait, what if we use this voucher on this receipt? I kind of love telling a story through this stuff. Oh, if you like lore, stay tuned to the end. I have an important announcement. It's not really I shouldn't have said that. It's an idea. I have a concept of a plan. It's a shit. No, fuck. Don't get too excited because it might not happen. No, but I do want to do it. And so maybe saying it will... It's a concept of... It's an idea. It's not an announcement. It's a... secret. Okay, you type in the thing and you get 2641, and we have this again. Okay, ship conversation log. Andromeda bar nearby, of course. Ship dock true. Energy high. Life science 1. Load entry. Glass Brett ARG. Smidge is drunk again, guys. Wait. Glass breaks, entity stumbles. Welcome home, Smidge. The time is 4:32. Yo, what's up? This guy. Holy shit! You remembered the joke! It is a saved programmed response. There are pain packs in the med locker. Ibuprofen. Why? I don't need... Smidge falls over. Ow! Who put that there? It's the chair. There are pain packs in the med locker. There are pain packs in the med locker. Med locker opens, med locker closes. Fridge door opens, fridge door closes. Hey! I have an idea. What is your idea? Fridge door opens, fridge door closes. What? You said you had an idea. I do. My idea. Oh, the fridge. The fridge is empty. I have set course for the market tomorrow. I know. My idea is fridge door locked. Weird. Like, I just love that Smidge is so drunk and hungry, checks it, it's empty. Gets distracted, checks it again, and at this point the ship is like, shut the fuck up, I'm locking the fridge. The fridge is empty. I've set course for market tomorrow. I know. Weird. Pilot is detected. Pilot chair not in position. Okay, sat in the chair in a weird way. Smidge laughs. Ha ha ha. Oh wait, what? Wait, this isn't it. There's more. Have I deleted something? Pilot detected. Pilot chair not in position. Oh my god, wait. Wait. There's a massive chunk of... Wait. There's a massive chunk. This is my favorite part. Wait. Okay, this was when... And I'm a few ship logs deep into this now. So I think I was really having fun. I got into the swing of things. Which is apparently my favorite phrase. Okay. It's loading. I feel like we need to address the childhood-shaped alcoholism. Oh my god! Child Smidge wasn't an alcoholic. They maybe underage drank like you would at a party in the dorms. They don't reach that point until maybe like... Oh, I guess... No. I don't think I want... I don't think... All of this stuff is like present Smidge. The ship logs are like present / like a few years ago. Like we're yes. Smidge did in fact drink underage, but was not an alcoholic until they were an adult. I think that is something I do want to... Yes. Yeah. Same with the gambling and stuff. Like, that came with... like, growing up solo in the second half of teenage years. I think that makes more... Yeah. I like that better. Okay. I think that's what I was supposed to hint at with the ship logs. Like, this is years have gone by. Oh, that's exactly what I did that for. Right, yes. This is the 91,000... 91,000... I can't fucking read numbers. You get it. Okay. There's something I'm missing here. Right, I think I'm missing a whole slide. Right, here we go. What one is this? 2641. There we go. Oh, hello. Okay. Duplicate slide. Okay, perfect. Okay. Okay. Fuck. Hello? Ah. Okay, I got it. Jingle jangle. I got it. Okay. That's what I was getting from it. Okay, it's really funny that Owen says I see or I look into that, but his character on Pantheon is blind. Oh, that's funny. I know these were present. I was more worried about where FL Smidge developed this habit from, since they've been on their own since 14. Yeah, that's a valid point. I think... Yeah, I guess I haven't cemented that, but the only thing that I have canonized, just as of right now, is that it didn't actually become alcoholism until much later. Because, let's say, the... when they were drinking, I don't think that they would have a habit yet, but if they did have a drink when they were still young and out on their own, the only place that it would be hard for them to get it on their own. Like, let's say they're still strict with laws on serving people, like, Smidge still had to wait. Like, if they did, it's because they found it, like, in a bin. 91,500 and whatever you moved, okay. Something like that. Okay, here we go. Okay. What would their choice be? Of drink? Space beer. Okay, here we go. I'm gonna have to skip the goat, because I wanna read this properly. Okay. I'm gonna read it from the beginning, because I want to. Okay. Welcome home, Smidge. The time is 4:32. Yo! What's up? The sky. Holy shit, you remembered the joke! It is a saved programmed response. There are pain packs in the med locker. Why? I don't need... Ow! Fuck! Who put that there? There are pain packs in the med locker. There are pain packs in the med locker. Med locker opens. Okay, yeah, actually, I don't want to read this. You get it. They open the fridge. They do that bit where they lock the fridge because they're sick of the tired of them opening the fridge. Okay. They then sit in the chair. They are fucking about in the chair. Seatbelt not connected. Pilot chair in position. Not in position. They're spinning in the chair or moving around in the chair. Whatever. What was your idea? Pilot chair rotation locked. Ship is sick of Smidge's shit. Locking the fridge, locking the chair, rotation. Weird. My idea! Oh, yes! My idea. Listen, okay, so I saw something. Oh my god, wait. Fuck. Guys. I saw something on the TB earlier, and I was just thinking, why don't we send out a message? I mean, it's been like, well, I don't know how long. Maybe they've forgotten everything. There is a possibility they have. Despite having an extended lifespan, the Fluffle species do not have an above average memory. Due to many years passing, I can deduct that... Can you not do the computer thing right now? Be more alive. Listen, what do you think? Like, I mean, like, yeah, there's, like, a possibility they've, like, forgotten everything. Smidge laughs. I do not sound like that. There's, like, a possibility they've, like, forgotten you. So why not reach out? Okay, whoa, I didn't say that. There's no way they've forgotten me. That would be literally impossible. There's no way they've forgotten me. Right? I don't know. I mean, like, you never said, you know, bitches be... Okay, stop it. Ignore what I said. Whatever. Send this out. Begin dictation. Dictation in progress. Hey, I know it's been a while. Shit. It's been a while. But I saw they're on the TV. Yeah. That's the gag. There we go. So, why does the ship speak like a stereotypical stoner? No, they're taking the piss out of Smidge. This is really what they sound like. Like a normal robot. Well, actually, more on that later. So Smidge is like, hey, I know it's been a while, but I saw you on the TV. I know I'm gonna regret this. I'm sending this message because, well, this is drunk voicemail. You get the bit. I thought that maybe, well, I don't know what I thought. What am I doing? I need to stop and think. Hold on. Stop dictation. Dictation stopped. I just need to think. Hold on. I'll just close my eyes and think about what I want to say. Give me a minute. Smidge, are you ready to send the message? Uh-huh. Smidge, are you ready to send the message? Huh? Ready? No, I'm not ready. Send it when you think I'm ready. This is referencing Doctor Who handles, those who know. Pilot not detected. Smidge has got up and left. I don't think I am an automated intelligent ship interface. Okay, right. So this bit is not only referencing handles in Doctor Who with the remind me to patch the telephone back through the console, but also this part is referencing the episode is called Let's Kill Hitler. Anyway, when TARDIS gives a hologram and it's little Amelia speaking. Yes, okay. No, I'm not ready. Send it when you think I'm ready. I don't think I'm an automated intelligent ship interface. Okay, whenever you feel like I don't feel I am an automated intelligent ship interface. Okay, fine. Pick any date and any time in the future and send it then. Cabin door opens. I am an automated intelligent ship interface. I can't pick a random. Okay. Count how many drinks I had tonight, times it by the amount of distance flown in the past week, and assign that to a unit of time and send the message once the time is up. I'm going to bed. Cabin door closes. Calculating. Sending message on blah 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 blah. The TwitchCon date! End of log. Okay. Let's discuss. Slam cut to the fake funeral. Yikes! Why does it... Yeah, there we go. Smidge is so lonely, this is deeply upsetting. This is the thing, though. Smidge is deeply lonely. But... it's... Goob, they all hated me. I bet you Ajax really tries hard to connect. And sometimes there is sunlight shines through the window of opportunity. And they are so almost to actually having some kind of conversation. And Smidge makes a joke or does something and like, you know, something like that. Like it is upsetting, but it is definitely self-inflicted. Have you seen any of Dimension 20? I have Fancy High at all. I tried getting into it. I watched the first episode of Fancy High, but it was really hard for me to get into properly. But it is something that I've heard of and I've seen clips, and I get the appeal. What does the ship look like for vibes visualization? I don't have anything concrete yet. I have a Pinterest board. And it's not fully fleshed out, but it is one of those things that I want to do on an OC Smidge lore stream. Maybe I draw some or whatever. At some point, I would like to commission a bunch of canon stuff for references and so that you know, stuff like that. But you know, junior year Fig Faith, if you do ever watch it. Oh, interesting. Okay, thank you. Right, can we do some more OC lore stuff on the 23-hour stream? Yes, probably. Anything that will pass the time. Okay, so we're also gonna finish the album breakdown stream and beat breakdowns on that stream. So maybe it will just be one big SBS lore extravaganza, I don't know. Right, let's chat about this. Okay, so, what do we know? Drunk at the bar. Hi, it's been plugged in. Smidge, there's only ever one life sign. So sad. Well, maybe there's sometimes another one, but it never goes well. Anyway, Smidge is drunk. Okay, welcome home, Smidge. The time is blah. Yo, what's up? Do you see how the ship immediately is like, you know, normal? It's like, welcome, you know, yay. Not with that tone, but like, it's like usual, welcome home, Smidge. The time is, the ship is like, in my opinion, babe, you wrote the thing. The ship, maybe after this I'll reveal what I think I want to call the ship. The ship is, doesn't like Smidge's behavior. So that's where quite a lot of the banter comes from. Yo, what's up? This guy trying to, you know, make a joke, partly maybe make Smidge laugh because they know that the reason why they're like this is because they're really sad. But then they keep going, and this is kind of like, oh, you're not like fun sad drunk, you're actually just too drunk, and I'm disappointed in you. So hence the ship is low-key giving avoidant too. No, I'm kidding. The ship kind of then it goes in on itself a bit and is like I'm gonna be a bit bitter. You know, you remember the joke? No, it's a saved program response. The ibuprofen's over there. Like that one friend that gets too drunk at a party and you're like, you've like you ruined the vibe, but not in a mean way. And like we really hope that you get help. Why? I don't need. Falls over. Alpha, who put that there? Smidge did. Reiterating, there are pain packs in the med locker. You know, Smidge takes the piss. This whole section, you know, I know it's a funny, this is a funny bit, but the underlying thing under the joke is that the message being that this is not a one-time thing, this happens a lot, and the ship hates it. I think I also characterized it in this way because the drunk message needed to happen in the ARG because of the song BPM. But while I was writing it, I didn't like that, like, Smidge shouldn't be boiled down to an alcoholic or to someone that drinks too much. Like, it was bordering on it becoming a quirky gimmick and not, like, a serious thing that I don't want to... There's a difference between drinking socially and having fun and, like, it being not good. So I was like, okay, I need to characterize this in a way where I can still make jokes and it be lighthearted and it's like a comedy, but the takeaway from this is that the ship doesn't like it, and so it helped me to make the point that, yeah, I'm joking about it, but the goal is that this isn't like this forever and that Smidge gets better. Like, this isn't a goal, you know? That's the kind of main, you know, because I had the rough idea, and I think this characterization helped me point it in a better direction than, like, it becoming, like, I'm a fresher and I've just discovered what alcohol is, so I'm writing about a character who drinks, you know? The ship not only as Smidge's medium of escape, but also a character is a really interesting thing to delve into. Ooh! Especially, it speaks a lot on how tech is made in that universe. Yes, on that, I think what I have decided to... I think what I've settled on is that, this is a... I mean, we already knew that I've decided that the ship has been modified, actually, like, to hell and back, because Smidge would do that. 1, to erase as much of the fluff as possible, but 2, because they customize their uniform, they customize the ship. But also, I didn't want the lore implications that every single Fluffle Academy ship has this level of intelligence. So I decided that this is like, Smidge has modified this, and not in like a Smidge at freaking 14 is so clever, they like made AI. I think it was more, I think what works better to still have that intelligence growth is that during their scrap right vibes, someone gave them something, maybe a mentor, or they found something, like it's giving, they plugged something in, and like this, I would like that they modded it to be like this on accident, by accident. I'm not American. By accident, because it still has the they built it themselves, but not that there's some super genius already, and also it then solves the thing that not all the ships are like that. Yeah. And also, when we get Smidge older, or actually maybe they're just a weirdo at 17, I like the fun characterization. Danny! Thank you for the resub! I really like the fun bit characterization that, Smidge chose a voice. Wait, see, that is funny, or is that really sad? That's actually kind of sad. Like, but it is funny that Smidge the Loner Loser would choose, like, a woman voice. I don't know. But yeah, there's that too. I'm getting visions of 14-year-old Smidge getting mothered by his ship because they have no one else to guide them, but Smidge doesn't listen because they're a ship. Oh, see, I like that. But with what I've just said, let's not do the mothering thing. But I get the vibes. Oh, this is dangerous then, isn't it, actually? There's some work that needs to be done about the age. Maybe we wiggle around the age a bit. Because 14 is really young. No, but maybe the ship doesn't get sentience, the new upgrade, until like 16. No, but then but the ship isn't like an, oh god, that really does make it strange. I don't know. This is something that we need to workshop this. Does the ship gain intelligence and learn more, thus growing with Smidge? And then there not being some weird maturity gap. It's actually a piece of technology. Someone who has a weird thing with age gaps, not in a good way, creating something like this by accident. There's something that needs to be done there. Something can easily be fixed there. I think I want Smidge to say 14 at that point, but then it's about maybe the age that the ship becoming alive comes into play. Maybe they slowly get more and more alive, just as Smidge also grows up. I don't know. Something. I don't think I like this version of the ship being around 14 Smidge. Yes, that is what I've just said 3 times over. But that is me confirming that, I think. I'm leaning more towards 17, 18. That also leaves a lot of room for development, which is good. Like, Smidge getting more clever. So they would know to do this. Something like that. I think that's a good rough outline. Something like that. Right. Yeah. Wait, I ship it. Wait, funny. Freud is gonna rolling his grave. Don't do that. It's a ship in the end. True. It's giving the anime vibes. I married the ship that raised me. Oh god. I think because this is the problem with me creating this out of comedic bits. And obviously it would be funny if the bit is that Smidge is some like loser, like, I guess they wouldn't have this word, but like loser lesbian loner who flirts with the ship a bit. And that was the bit, but now we've developed it so much that they actually have characters. It's like, oh, I didn't think about that. What was something like that? I know that that's to be what the user needs most, so it would always be appropriate. I don't know. Yeah, something like that. Yeah, something like that. It's like a Jarvis versus Vision situation. Yeah. Yes. Anyway. But yeah, the fridge locking, weird. The chair locking, weird. It's funny. I like that. Comedy. This bit also funny. I don't need to point that out. What am I doing here? Oh yes, here we go. I was thinking, why don't we send out a message? I mean, it's been what? I don't know how long. This is actually because I didn't know how long it has been. The last yes was Smidge remembering Wonder existed. No. That was me going, okay, here we go. I'm gonna now break down the yeses. I went Jarvis versus Vision, because I then thought AI versus, like, a live thing. And I went, oh, yeah. And then I started thinking about Jarvis computer levels of intelligence to the early ship. As in, that's what I think most of the Fluffle ships have. And that was me going, yes to that. And then Vision, me looking at Vision then, was like, oh, and then the ship being as intelligent as Vision later on. That was me going, yeah. And then how they became each other was the Mind Stone. So that's Smidge plugging something in. That was the final yeah. Yeah. Right, yes. So here we go. Maybe they forgot. Okay, this is I don't know if I need to not say that. I wrote maybe they've forgotten everything Remember that. Maybe they've forgotten everything. I'm gonna circle back to it. The ship says, I mean, like, yeah, there's a possibility they've forgotten everything. There's a possibility they've forgotten you. And Smidge is like, okay, well, I didn't say that. Wait, I didn't even think about that. There's no way they have, right? Like, it was, you know, and also, is the ship just being horrible? Maybe. Maybe... Oh, we can't give them that much personality, though. Can the ship get jealous? Should we just say yes? No, but then we've given them too much characterization. Then, if Smidge is too horrible, you can't say it's just a ship. And then that makes Smidge look really bad. I don't know. Teetering a line. But I do think Smidge is being horrible on purpose because they don't like them drunk. But are they being horrible on purpose because they're like, can you actually move on from these friends? No, I think... Is the ship flawed? Would they say that when actually the mature thing would be to... They would want them... They want what's best for them. Stop drinking. I want what's best for you. You should reconnect with those people that you hurt for no reason. Or is it... paradox? No, not paradox. Oxymoron? Something more... A hypocrite. I want what's best for you. Please stop drinking. I want what's best for you, but I don't want you to be friends with anyone else. Are they all being objective? No, that's true. I wrote them to be like they're being objective, they're being cold, but and I guess from the other logs you wouldn't know this, but I wrote them a bit more like they're being objective, but this is a ship that has the capability of actually maybe being empathetic and not being so blunt when they know that Smidge is being emotional, but they're choosing to, like, it's like they pick and choose when to just be a robot and when to just be a ship when they don't want to engage. Do you know what I'm saying? So the ship here is kind of like being a little bit mean and not necessarily mean, but like being annoying at least. Just because you're pissing me off. You don't care about yourself. You don't look after yourself. You're pissing me off. I've told you so many times to not drink this much, like, and to not hate yourself so much. Like, it's like that. Maybe the ship is me. Anyway. No! I don't do... Well, nah. I don't know. Anyway. Smidge influenced the AI. Of course the ship thinks these friends are bad news. That's how Smidge felt about them when they're influencing the ship's personality. Oh, interesting! I do like that. Okay, maybe that's where the ship starts. But I do think I prefer, at least at this point, the ship has listened to Smidge talking about this in their sleep, or when they're too drunk and they don't realize that they're talking about they've re-heard the same thing over and over again in different emotional states. Completely sober, they've heard one thing, but then really drunk and actually telling the truth. Maybe truth serum, I don't know. Wait, tag. That's when the ship actually learns of the true story and can deduce that Smidge is being dramatic yet again. Maybe this is, I've been using this word so much recently, indicative of the ship getting to know Smidge. So there's a level of getting to know each other, growing with each other. I like that. I prefer the Smidge having, I prefer the ship having the outward knowledge of what actually happened, but not in an all-knowing AI way, in like your friend who truly knows you, like actually knows that you're just being dramatic and that's actually not what happened at all, and you're really narcissistic and like you are arrogant and you're too full of pride to apologize. Do you know what I'm saying? So at this point, the ship would like them to reconnect, but doesn't want it does not want it to be a drunk thing. Like they want to, you know, heal past wounds, reconvene. It would probably be step one in Smidge not stopping a lot of these harmful behaviors. But yeah, it's like they're trying to put them back on the right path and it's not working, and they're also being irritating at the same time, and the ship kind of just snaps and it's like, I can't bother to help you right now, so I'm not going to, and so I'm going to be a little bit more like obtuse on purpose. Is that what I'm trying to say? You know, I was thinking that, you know, maybe they've forgotten everything. There is a possibility they have. Despite having an extended lifespan, the fluffle species do not have the above average memory. Due to too many years passing, I can deduct that, like, this is actually just waffle. Like, what the ship really wants to say is, like, you know, maybe they have, but maybe they haven't. What if the world is made of pudding? Like, at some point, you just... I think really what the reality is, no matter what Smidge says, the level of drunk that they are, and probably maybe this is like a bender or the 6th day in a row, I don't know. There is nothing Smidge could say that would make the ship happy. There is nothing that, probably actually. I think the second that this happens, maybe the entire conversation is doomed, because the ship is like, oh, this fucking shit again, I'm not dealing with this, I can't bother, I don't like this. And so that's why they immediately take this kind of like they're being nasty, but I say nasty, but realistically they're just being annoying, but annoying on purpose. Like, can you not do that computer thing, like right now? Be more alive. Listen, what do you think? This is Smidge kind of like opening the wound a little bit to kind of be like, I know I'm kidding a bit, and I know I'm drunk and I'm being stupid, but can you not do that right now? Because I'm clearly feeling something. I'm feeling my big feelings, and I need a person right now. Hence wanting to reach out to someone, right? And this is why I would say that the ship is being horrible, because this is still not enough for them to be like, okay, yeah, okay, I know I hated that you were this drunk, and I know that you've been horrible to me, or whatever, today, let's say. Do you know what? Fine. You clearly are feeling emotional. Let's work through this together. Maybe this has happened several times already, and that can get exhausting, even for a robot. I don't know. I guess that's what we're saying. Whatever. And so that's why they go, okay, fine. I'm gonna be more alive. I'm gonna make fun of how you speak and people. It's like a possibility they've like forgotten everything. I do not sound like that. There's like a possibility they've forgotten you, so why not reach out? Like, this is mean on purpose. You are I don't want to call it AI. Fine. You are artificial intelligence, okay? Every single word that you say is a choice. You're being mean on purpose. Okay, whoa, I didn't say that. I'm not saying it's not deserved. It's me just being annoying, but just explaining it. Okay, whoa, I didn't say that. There's no way they've forgotten me. That would be literally impossible. There's no way they've forgotten me, right? I don't know. I mean, like, you never know. Bitches be... Like, this is... Half of it is trying to be comic relief because maybe they went too far. But also half of it is like, well, actually, you don't know. They could have. Which isn't helping. Okay, stop it. Ignore what I said. Whatever. Send this out. Begin dictation. Yeah, I'm not going to need help. I can do this on my own. And maybe the ship eggs Smidge on because they want to hear what they really want to say. I don't know. Dictation and process. This is, you know, the BPM thing. Yep. I just need to think. Hold on. Yeah, Smidge goes to sleep. Give me a minute. And I do think that... I'm not trying to be up myself or anything. But I think I really like the pacing in this scene. Because it's like comedy, but it's kind of sad if you think about it. Comedy, but something is underlying here. Comedy, but we've hit the emotional bit, but it's still a joke because Smidge takes nothing serious. And then we've got comedy from the ship, but it's kind of like, oh, something's going on. And then this part is like, it's like almost reaching a point where it could be deep or emotional. And then Smidge falls asleep and starts snoring. So it's like, and we're back to it being silly and funny because, do you know what I'm saying? Like, I kind of like that. Again, that's quite normal, I think. You definitely do, like, I feel like we all often watch movies where there's a really good poignant moment and then something funny happens to like ease us back in. It like helps create a flow instead of just going down, 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 you know? It's the perfection that is fluff angst, exactly. And then, you know, Smidgey ready to send the message. And I think the ship going back to being robotic is kind of like, half of it is, okay, that was kind of mean of me. Smidgey, you ready to send the message? And half of it is like, okay, I'm going back to not having any feelings again. Something like that. Smidge mumbling, ship repeats it. Her, ready? No, I'm not ready. I'll send it when you think I'm ready. This is still Smidge half asleep. When they say I'm not ready to send the message, they're you know, this is a double entendre moment. Again, I am mansplaining a bit, but this is not, I'm not ready right now. Like, Smidge isn't physically ready to face these people yet. Send it when you think I'm ready. I don't think. Okay, send it whenever you feel. I don't feel. Okay, fine. Pick any date. Any random date. I can't pick any random date. Okay, do this formula. And then obviously it still ends at the ARG law. So just in case you forgot what we were doing. But also this whole section is the ship trying to get out of reminding Smidge of this moment. Because maybe this is the first time they've actually said set a reminder. Maybe all of the other times that this has happened is that Smidge forgets, and maybe the ship decides not to remind them on purpose because they think they're better off. You know, one of those things. I made that choice for you to forget, or not to not remember. You know, oh, you take that choice away from me. Something blah 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 blah. You know, that kind of thing. And so maybe Smidge was the ship was trying to delay the inevitable, but give up. And is like, okay, fine, I'll send the message. This is kind of where the lore ends, because it was actually just, like, obviously, the lore and the ARG go like this. Not everything in the ARG is canon. Most of it is, but obviously, this part, calculating, obviously this part, like, this is not the, yeah, there we go. And then when you type that in, I got this, where you got, the three words, location, where you then, let's not talk about it. Okay. Oh. Yep. We don't need to rehash this. You guys went on a quest and you got a QR code. No, we don't. And that took you to this, which is hands on a clock. And it's a map reference. And then you got this code, which then Brooke said, let me explain. I'm going to do it. It has 3 grids in a row. I'm going to put the alphabet in grids. Brooke said the first one is different, you know, and this is what, so Brooke had the right idea, the wrong execution though. And so this is the working out. Incredible. And then, you know, here's another version. And then Cosmos said, I'm gonna grab a beer and solve it. That was at 1627, then at 1702, Cosmos had finished it. So epic. But yeah, the lore kind of ends there, because I would say that, like, well, one, I haven't written the rest, but let's say the cliffhanger is calculating. When will Smidge send the message? Will the... You spelt it wrong? No, I didn't. Let's say I didn't. We don't need to, let's not do that. Did I? I don't know. I think I make no mistakes. And I think it's perfect. So, yes. Maybe the ship never actually sent the message. Maybe the ship is still waiting to be sent. But that's where the story is currently. Maybe currently. Maybe this is placed somewhere else in the timeline, but that is that. Well, now I want to write more FL Mono one-shots. Yes. Bloom said something else. The best thing about fanfiction over typical books is not having a strict plot drive in a set amount of pages. I love stuff where characters just like sitting around not really doing much. So good for immersion. Agree. Yes. Let's not make mouth sounds into the mic. I was gonna say something. Yeah. Do we have any, it's the plenary now, conclusion. Off the top of your head, do you have any questions? This is spelled wrong though. I am really proud of the ship logs. You guys said you liked the ship logs, so I said, okay, I'm gonna give you 100 of them. Oh, wait, I could say the... Should I say the thing? Should we say the thing? Okay, did you say the ship name? Oh yes. Okay, so... The ship serial number is a Type 40 TARDIS reference, F ship Mark III, unique ID 6383. I want to add the registration code is FL, like Fluffle, 06383. Let's say it's the same as the ID, but like this, yeah, something like that. Because, and no, it's not because of who you might think. I have always liked this name. And this is giving Star Wars vibes. Are you ready? FL-0 something something something. The ship's name is Flo. Is that really gay? I kind of like it. What do we think, guys? I like it. It's giving Finn, you know? Star Wars. But I think I haven't decided when Smidge names it. Because the reason why I didn't name it, one is because I haven't. No, FL0, like Flo, like Florence Pugh. But it's not because of her. Anyway. I said that Smidge didn't name the ship because they didn't want to make any attachments because of clearly they're like a fucked up 13-year-old. So it would be the second one, but then Smidge would just be like, I feel like there's an evolution. Do you know what I'm saying? And I think that would go with Smidge and the ship, like, both growing, you know? And yeah, so I haven't decided when Smidge names the ship. It would definitely be, it has to be after they get the upgrade. But I feel like they still need like a year or two, maybe more, of the ship being nameless, because they would still be hard on that. Like, I'm not gonna. Why would I name things? This is fucking stupid. Like, the familiar we still haven't named either. The rabbit thing, you know. But at some point, they stop being a little loser baby, and is like, okay, do you know what? Fine, I will give you a name. Like, maybe something, they have a moment, something happens, you know, Smidge experiences an emotion and doesn't destroy it, and is like, okay, wait, maybe I will name you. Proof of loyalty. I don't know, something. Yeah, but that's another thing that can happen. Did something happen to make Smidge such a little shit as a kid, or were they just built like that? Okay, so okay. I'm definitely forgetting things. This is layman's terms, SparkNotes version. They were hyper independent because I think we said that they got fostered by the people that they were fostered by were much older, is it? Something like that. So they had to go out and, you know, get groceries. Not that, but like they had to be the, like, yeah, they were both, yes, a planet with no kids on, yes. I wanted 2 women, like I think I wanted a planet full of lesbians because, like, they have no concept of men, because then that would also make sense for Smidge's character to have 2 mothers. But, and I know it would sound like Smidge has mother issues, but it's more of like a, they weren't really parented, like they were. It's like, I really don't like doing parental trauma because I don't like doing that. But okay, more of one of those things where it's like, and this is hard to navigate because I don't know how to properly like word it, so I'm not dismissing anything, right? But walk with me here. The idea is that the trauma is having to be hyper independent, not growing up with anyone their age or anyone that looks like them, being insanely clever, like just like really smart from the get-go. But I don't want to demonize the parents in any way. Like, I want them to have done the best that they can. They weren't neglectful. They were just like older and couldn't, they do what they could. They just couldn't do a lot. Something like that. Like, I still want them to, interesting. And I still wanted, like, I wanted Smidge to have loving parents. That's why I came up with them not having parents in the first place, and then I realized that it needed to have something, so foster parents. I wanted them to have loving foster parents. But then, that begs the question, why are they not in contact? Why do they not speak? Whatever. I want any family issues or parental issues to come from Smidge's deep, like, fear of failure, resentment, abandonment. Like, it's all projection. I think that makes more sense because I don't want to demonize the parents. I want it to just be like, does that make sense? It reshapes their understanding of the world more because Smidge doesn't have anyone to compare notes. Yes, exactly. And, like, obviously I'm not saying that that's not still a traumatic upbringing for a child. Like, you know, because obviously there are people like that in real life. But I didn't, like, but do you get what I'm saying? Like, yeah. in a way that it's still like, that's sad, but like a lot of it is like they clearly just have, there's something wrong. They just like one of those things where it's someone who feels a lot so much and so deeply, and it's not like it's not like they were neglected. They weren't, but they didn't have anyone else that they could relate to that was also feeling the same things, because everyone else was like a fully grown person, like done cooking, like mentally and all this stuff, and no one was the same species, and also in the same species they're also different in that way. So even though everyone around them was doing the best they could, they never felt like what they were feeling was valid to what they were experiencing. So what they do is they project a lot of what they feel like they should have experienced onto what actually happened. Does that make sense? It's a really roundabout way of saying kind of a victim mentality, but in a I deserve to be one kind of way. Does that make sense? Like they know that their parents love them, but they're not saying, oh, I must have been abused. Like they are aware of the facts, but they somehow still come to the conclusion, oh, but they would hate what I've become because I hate what I've become, kind of thing. And it's okay in really boiled down terms. I know I keep over explaining the same thing, but I'm doing that autistic thing where you're trying to find the perfect explanation for something. Okay, someone stubs their toe and they go ow because they've stubbed their toe. Smidge stubs their toe and they're like, ow, this is the worst thing I've ever felt. I must have broken it. No, you've just stubbed it. It's okay to have a really big reaction to something. That doesn't mean that the thing you've experienced must be the worst thing ever. It's okay to have big feelings. But no one told them that because they didn't know that they needed to do that. Everyone tried their best and it still ended up kind of weird. Yeah? Now this, I'm just before anyone, I no one is thinking, I just want to say, I'm not speaking from experience. This is not me. This is actually me characterizing a person. I don't think I'm like that. Maybe I was like that when I was like 10. Actually, that's not true. I experienced big things from a small age because big things happen. I'm not talking about me. I don't think Smidge is a vent character. And I don't think if Smidge was a vent character, I would make it public because this is not, we don't want to do parasocial vibes, okay? I just want to say that, just in case. But I do know it's very relatable for some people, and I do know people exactly like this. So I'm kind of pulling from some kind of experience, but it's not my own, you know? Obviously the anger is definitely me. I'll put my hands up and say that. But I'm not an alcoholic or addicted to gambling anymore. Only the ARG, yeah. They have no baseline understanding because they don't have anyone else like them. So when growing up, they can't really understand people. Yeah. And when they finally meet other people their age, it's like they're not far ahead. They're still emotionally immature, but like they've always been the person that people can rely on. They've never had to rely on other people, although they could, and their parents would be like, no, you can, you know, shoulder to lean on, but they would still take the, I'm gonna look after you. Maybe one of them was sick. Something in the vibe, because they're old and they, yeah. You getting it? You get it? Yeah, something like that. Hey, wait, this isn't funny anymore. Stop. Oh, hello. Well, now I know why Smidge pisses me off so much. Oh, see. Yeah. You know? And I'm gonna go out on a limb and say that this is a good character. Okay, not good morally. Like, I really like what I've done with the character, but I feel like I can say that confidently because I didn't do shit. They're just talking to me, and I sound, you know, but those who know. And I feel like this sounds very like, God, I'm a Virgo. I observe people, but I think I think it is a testament to, like, how much I take in of other people, because this is a patchwork character of bits of me, bits of my friends, bits of people I've met, bits of people I don't like, bits of people I do like. Like, for someone who isn't human, Swinge is very human. Hashtag observational work character. I don't know. Anyway, shall I say the fun thing now? Okay, so, grounded. Yeah. Well... grounded in reality, if that's what you mean, yes. I haven't made up these character traits from absolutely nowhere. It's all... Ooh, it reminds me of this thing, and I'm gonna take that, I'm gonna take that. Yeah. Okay, the fun thing. So, lore heads get excited. And I'm gonna warn you now, if you pay attention to everything I say, this isn't new information. But this is me confirming that I do want to do this. And it was just a passing thought before, and I am going to do this. Okay. On my to-do list, I am going to write up a lore hub on the website. It's giving fandom wiki. If at any point, for some reason, whatever reason, any of this blows up, obviously a fandom wiki can still exist on its own. But I'm gonna try really hard to create, I don't know how the fuck I'm going to organize this, but if there's one thing I can do is try organizing something. And I will also take feedback while it's happening, because I don't want to organize it in a way that works for my brain and it not work, you know, I'll take, you know. And I think I will help you. Yes, I will. This is the kind of help that I will need, is I will ask you guys, does this make sense to you? Like the way I order links or the way I navigate things, you know what I'm saying? Obviously there are some limitations with what I'm able to do with the website, but for the most part, all I need is text and hyperlinks. Like, I'm sure I can do that. I keep squinting because I'm wearing my glasses. Okay. I literally have a doc with the Fluffleverse lore. Oh, wait. I mean, so do I, but I'm sure you can contaminate, examine. I don't know. Yes. So I'm gonna have basically what it's gonna be, at the very least, it will be a central place for FAQs and anything canon. Anything not on there will be like a passing comment I've made, or, you know, everything I put in is canon. Anything not put in that you've like, oh, well, you said this, just assume, unless I say, oh, I forgot, just assume that it means that I haven't, I'm only gonna put stuff that I'm 100% dead set on, you know? Okay. The other fun thing... is... I am going to... Oh, I just saw the time. I really need to finish that video. Anyway, okay. That's a thought for another day. The other thing is a little bit more fun. Is this is expensive. No, is it? I don't know. I am entertaining, more than a thought, the idea, the concept of a plan. Oh, that first thing is definitely what I want to happen. This is the concept of a plan thing. I mentioned a few months ago I would like to start a mail club, which is where, if you don't know what it is, you send, a lot of artists do it, where they send out a newsletter with prints and stickers every month. Okay? So, what I want to do is that, but lore stuff. It will be a mix. Please be free. Oh, fuck. I'm evil. Mail club as in, like, you physically get sent a letter. But now I'm thinking I could do a... Well, actually, I can't do a newsletter that's free. Because those cost money to do. I was just thinking you mean digital, don't you? Email. Shit. Do not make it free. No. I know what Serena meant. Like a free newsletter. Like an email thing. Okay, just... I know what you meant. Yeah, the mail club thing is like you get sent a physical letter. Okay, so here's my thoughts about it. So, lore heads, you'd get a piece of lore every month that could either be a new ship log, a funny bit. It could, mainly because I don't want to restrict myself too much and then it means I pump out stuff that's bad. It could be that, but it also could be an incorrect tweet. I redraw a funny OC image thing. Like, you know, stuff like that. But something that takes a story along or tells a part of the story. That is the good thing about this story, is that it really works for me in the sense that my brain doesn't work in chronological order. It jumps around. So I kind of love that I can tell this story at whatever point. Right? So let's say you open the letter, you get a piece of lore, a mini script, a ship log, anything that I just said, basically. Stickers. They could be any kind of smidge stickers. Hey! Any kind of smidge stickers, OC smidge, but also like, like real life smidge merch stuff, okay? So piece of lore, stickers, possibly a print, but the concept of doing a new print each month would mean that they wouldn't be artist commissioned prints. They would be, unless, actually, they could be, thank you for the follow. They could be if this is successful and then I end up, like, making a profit. The goal is that I make this all myself and this is a fun thing that I work on each month. So the possibility of a print would be more like in the graphic design realm of things, which I'm capable of. So letter, stickers, possibly a print, and then a like smidge newsletter, like a me one. So that way, people who don't really care about lore but care about me, if they want to be part of the mail club, they're, oh, I want to be part of that, but I don't really like the lore. And that's not in a mean way, like some people just aren't interested in that. Like they'd like it for that and they'd find the other stuff fun as bonus too. Do you know what I'm saying? But the Smidges News at 8 but real, yes. But the newsletter could only work if it was stuff you didn't already know. But then if it's stuff you don't already know, then it's stuff I don't say, then it's too personal. So it's kind of, that one's a question mark up for debate. Maybe it has some music I've been listening to recently, but I can tell you guys everything already, so this is something I need to workshop, but this is just me letting you know the kind of stuff I'm thinking about it. And then I said stickers already, did I? Maybe I get some printed, but also I can easily make free stickers. And Cosmos, maybe have one single card from any series. Possibly. I'd have to run the numbers on that. But yeah, stuff like that. Anything I'd have to purchase for it. The goal is that I want to do a mail club with stuff I already have. and that I can easily make myself. One, so that I'm only relying on me. Thank you for the follow. And two, this is really just a long-winded way to get on much. That's really funny. I didn't even think of that. But for anything I need to buy, I would need to run the numbers on if I'm not just creating another hole for me to throw my money into. But there we go. Would you have to have a permanent address for it? Right. I'm getting to all of these, by the way. So the idea is that the goal is the mail club is a subscription, right? Walk with me, hold on. But although the whole point of the subscription model is that it's a consistent income, I kind of like other people's models where, yes, it's something you can either opt in to have every month or one that you buy each month. Does that make sense? So I think I would prefer, mentally, morally, whatever, to have it on the shop as a thing you can buy this month's mail. But also, if it's a tier on the shop support thing, I can add an extra tier where you get everything and the mail club. It means that that would be free to you because you've paid that month's subscription. Are you following? Okay, so I'd be able to choose which address it's delivered to each month. Yes, exactly. Because you'd still have to order it. That's the good... Well, that's the good and bad thing. Fourth Wall doesn't have... like, when you subscribe, it doesn't have your address. It's only when you buy something. So I couldn't just send everyone who's on this tier. You'd have to... But yeah, this is the other thing. If you subscribe to the highest tier, but you don't buy the mail, then, like, that's you saying, I want this month. So if you don't buy this month, but you've still paid the money. But I guess then you would just open a ticket and be like, oh, I didn't mean to. I don't know. Again, something to work out. And the good thing about the community being this small is that it's something that we can actually work out. And not like 800 people have the same problem and then I die. We buy it for free then. Yes. Because you'd already... It's like... There's people that pay every month and it comes out automatically. And they go, yeah, I want this month. But then there's some people that don't want to subscribe because they don't know if they can afford it every month. But let's say they can afford it this month, so they want this month. Yeah. And each month is never sold again, so there's like a level of exclusivity, and you know, because you gotta have that. Not to be that person, but do you have a price estimation? No, I really want to just yell something random at you, but every time I do that, that's not really good because then the not business smidge, but like the adult smidge is like, no, but you can't say a price if you haven't thought about it, because then you guys are gonna think about this price in your head, and then if it's not that, it's like, oh, I've lied to you. But I haven't lied. But I can give you a range though. I don't, and when I say I'm giving you a range, it means that if I can't afford to do everything I said within the range, I will just reduce the amount that I'm doing instead of increasing the price. Unless you guys yell at me to raise the price, I don't know. I'm leaning towards... Oh god, this is the hard part. Okay. Oh wait, I've just solved it. I'm leaning towards... Oh god, now I'm thinking about if I can afford it. I'm leaning towards 10 to 20, somewhere in that range. But that's because I'm imagining shipping 20 letters to Canada, Australia, and the UK, and parts of Europe. But then I've just solved that. You still pay shipping. No, but then you're paying shipping on top of that. I don't know. This is, see, again, this is something we need to figure out. This is the perfect model for a broke uni student. Okay. Smidge would say a price and we would say no, Smidge, pay yourself. Yeah. Historically, we use... Okay, yeah. Do you see what I'm saying? Like, I'm thinking about what works for me, but also I need to think about what works. We need to figure out something that... Yeah. Yeah, so it's kind of like... That gets pricey and not that upfront. Exactly. So, let's say you pay... Like, let's say the male club... Let's just for reference, let's say the male club is 15 quid a month. The listing is up for £15. The subscription is £15. If you buy the listing, it's £15 and whatever shipping. The subscription person doesn't pay £15 because they've already done it, but they pay shipping. That would only work if it wasn't more than 20. Like, I feel like that model only works at 15. Do you know what I mean? But they've still paid it. Yeah, so they've paid the... The subscription people will be paying the same amount as... Yeah, it's the same price. Yeah. It is the same price. Both parties are paying shipping. Hypothetically. Maybe I come up with another scenario that works better, but... Or I do less and I make it cheaper. And it... I don't know. You know. We have 100% discount on the product and then we pay... Yes. Yeah. And then also, you'd also get full... access. You made me think of this. You'd also get full access to the Discord. You'd get the highest tier. Like, you'd get all of the perks unlocked as well. That means anything. Are you planning on shipping to Hungary? I ship everywhere already. Yeah, so that would be fun. I think simple is better. The law letter is the main thing. Yeah. But I do also want to send stickers. I could easily make stickers, though. That wouldn't really cost. Well, I guess ink, but, like, I'd be buying ink anyway. But this is... I don't know if this is something that would happen this year. But also, I did think about that. I don't know if it doesn't start this year, that means it starts early next year. But at the end of this year, that's the end of my break, end of my holiday. SBS starts again in January. Yeah, guys, soak it up. Yeah. So maybe starting this while also having to plan SBS 5 and an ARG. Guys, okay, let's not... Well, okay, I'm doing that thing where I'm just talking and then it's stressing everyone out. Guys, I'm not... It's fine. But, like, maybe... if anything, I'm being responsible. Maybe I shouldn't give myself another thing to do next year. Maybe it's something I do this year. I don't know. But these are all floating around in my brain. Just, you know. I'm running out of space to put all these stickers. Oh, wait. Maybe I should stop giving people stickers. Who's in SBS 5? So right now, I've got this person, which I asked yesterday. I've got... Wait, let's go through my DMs. This is funny. Work, artist. This person is in SBS 5. SBS 4, artist. SBS 2, 4, and 1. Everyone wants this person to be in it, but I don't see that happening. And not in a mean way. I don't want... I'm good. I'm actually good. And not in a mean way. It's just some people don't fit or click with it. That's okay. This person's been in it. This person's been in it. Artist. This person's been in it. This person's been in it. This person's been in it. Artist. Been in it. Possibly being in it. If I stop being Chidi Anagonye about the reason why I'm asking them. Artist, the official Discord. Wants to be in it. I've said yes, actually. Wants to be in it, and I've said yes. Oh shit. I've done that thing again when I've gone around asking too many people already. Oh, well, it's always good to cast the net wide, isn't it? Right, so there's gonna be 800 people in the next season. Yeah. Well, there's the cast! Yeah, it goes on for longer, but you didn't ask, and this is this weird bit. Anyway, even SPS 5. Oh, dream. Dream, guys, dream. Okay. Right. I hope you enjoyed today's stream. Fuck, I'm not staying up, am I? I'm really tired. I just need to wake up really early. Oh, it's Tuesday tomorrow. I can just wake up really early. I'm not streaming. I'm not doing my makeup, all that stuff. I can wake up really... What did I exactly say? Aiming to have it finished by the end of the day. If not, definitely tomorrow. I did... Okay, first of all, I did say I would have it done by the end of next week. Meaning this week. And then I said I'm going to have it done today. Which I shouldn't have done. If not, definitely tomorrow. So it's fine if I deliver it tomorrow. There we go. What was I doing? My outro. Put any... If you... Hello. If you get any more questions, lore-wise or any of the above or anything, whatever, put it in the Discord, join the Discord. You know, don't, like, you don't have to... I feel really arrogant when I say don't ping me, but it makes me not want to reply to people. That's why I say it, not because I think I'm above it. Like, it just... Anyway. And I always check obsessively anyway, so it's fine. I'll be answering stuff. Stream my music. And I'm gonna send you somewhere. I know it, everyone's already gone by now, but it's okay. Let's see, where can I put you? Where is he? Can I even raid him? Shall I do it? Okay. I don't know if I can. Let's see. Oh god, I'm mod. No, I'm not. Okay. Can I do this? Cool. We're raiding Toby's ult. Don't tell him what I just said about the video. I'm doing it tomorrow when I wake up really early. He's not gonna mention it. I don't know. Just don't say anything. I didn't say anything, guys. I said I'd do it tomorrow. I'm gonna do it tomorrow. I need to go to sleep. Anyway. We're back! We're back! We're back! Smidge is back! Smidge is back! Look what I'm gonna do. Look what I'm gonna do. I am gonna export this VOD and it's gonna be up. It's gonna be up. I promise you. I'm back on the horse. I'm jumping over hurdles. I'm doing it. Okay? Right. Shut up. I will see you. Oh my god. I'm doing all the tricks! Holy fuck, I'm back on the horse and I'm doing all the tricks. I actually have to tell everyone immediately. Right, okay. I will see you on my birthday on Thursday. The next time you see me, I will be a whole year older. No. 23 years old. Okay. Bye! Thursday, 8 p.m.